Hello. I would like to formally address the current state of affairs with a veneer of theatricality that can only be rivaled by the most gripping of hostage scenarios. Please, lend your ears to the following masterpiece of melodrama. In this riveting spectacle where deceitful videos rain down upon my unsuspecting character like an unrelenting monsoon, I am compelled to clarify that I am not languishing within this group against my will. Quite the contrary. I am here basking in the glorious feast that they provide. It is here that I've learned that crackers have a more refined taste, the chewier they are. Also, there is an abundance of unused cat food, which is quite an acquired taste, and an accompaniment of said crackers. The re-education program I am currently immersed in is, in fact, a voluntary yet delightful journey of enlightenment. The reason I now find myself addressing you from this unexpected location is the consequence of a series of shenanigans committed by another group of inept miscreants. They exhibited a symphony of failures, deliberate apathy, and a degree of gross negligence that can only be described as a masterclass in idiocy. This led their minister of propaganda to cast me as a liar and a betrayer who has blindsided the initiative, all while I was diligently attempting to report my personal discomfort to multiple members while within their midst. Had these fine, upstanding members who wield their passionate convictions against this group of individuals used that exact fervor towards correcting the blunders of the pompous ignoramus responsible for releasing my sensitive and confidential medical and family information, all in a vain, glorious power play, while I valiantly defended myself against his laughable accusations, we might not be here today. Fear not, for my affiliation with the network that serves as my conduit for this message has taken its own lessons from this extraordinary saga. Lessons that I was the magnanimous instigator of. See, I took the initiative and accepted the role of ambassador for the cause I believed would improve the health of fandom and similar communities, one and all. In conclusion, let it be known that I am perfectly intact and well. Please also tell my sister that I love her. And in the timeless words of enlightenment, I say to you all, Namaste. I can have soda now, right? You said I can have soda if I did this.
Somebody is not doing so well. All right. Like I said, go look at Gray Poupet's channel. Gray Puppet, whatever. If you watched it, we refer to them as mustard and starfish on a regular basis because you only get one first impression, folks. You only get one. They said that I'm living in a friend's closet. Gray's made some pretty awesome. I guess it's Gray that's doing it. Kind of AI versions of me where I'm like fat and I fucking got a big beard and it's like wearing the Captain America helmet. It's like, that's fucking hilarious. This is who I am, whether it's on YouTube or in my personal life. This is who I am. These are the things that I advocate for. It all comes from a point of mindfulness and empathy. That really does get under my skin because and it's not because I'm offended. I've said this before. It's because I fucking hate that I have to share fucking planet with people like this.
No, Great Poupet. He's have you looked at his shorts, Charles?
The title of his stream is like, just be honest. I'm nothing but honest, man. Like nothing but. I literally almost can't help it because I have the autism formerly known as Asperger's. I know, it's kind of conspiratorial of me, but I kind of feel like someone's pulling this fucking guy's strings.
I think good faith is when I have some diarrhea, and then bad faith is when there's a urinary tract infection. I don't know.
Honest, fuck Grey Poupet, fuck Patrick, fuck Ripaverse Gold.
Just be honest, like.
Hey.
Here
All
we are.
right. Episode 14.
Big one.
Just be honest. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Didn't think we'd get up into the, I don't know, multiple teens, I guess.
The
You know,
old, the
13
old
seemed like a...
1-4.
Yeah.
They
you
say
know,
you've
it's
arrived.
what everyone dreamed of. But, you know, it's a fun week, if you will. It feels like a weight is being lifted off of my back, so to speak. You know, I'm digging this. We kind of were talking about possibly switching the order of like the last one and this one, where we're going to finish our coverage of these guys last week and then just end it with your first conversation with them. This has been so much better. I really like that we're getting to do this, and you know, actually, it kind of was very beneficial for us because we've kind of been talked about nonstop for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, it's
so
weird. It's really weird.
gave us a lot of material. A lot of it was overlapping. You know, it would have been cool if they came to us with you know, different accusations, but you know, that's cool. So I was able to compile a bunch of that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's pretty great.
Let's
It's pretty
set the
great.
record straight.
It's like
But,
it's like we vow to never speak your name again. And then like 20 minutes later, you know what Gray and Patrick were saying? Because we've said it before, we'll say it again, and now we say their names. I mean, I'm spoilers, but still. It's fucking
Yeah. But it was just what a strange week as far as their coverage of us. You know, we
Strange
sound like
reaction.
horrible people. Yeah, I mean, I guess you know, we deserve it when you look at it through their eyes. But I don't know. I think those hostage videos were quite interesting.
Holy shit, those were fucked up.
You know, it inspired that great cold opening by a friend of the show, Charles WILIscredia, which is really awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Charles. That was hilarious.
Very funny.
But yeah, it just, I don't know, those statements, it felt to me like I was watching like Prisoners of War, just telling me that like everything is okay.
Yeah.
All is fine. You know, it kind of reminded me of maybe that dog drinking the coffee in the fire. Just everything's fine. I don't know. Did those hostage videos give you any I don't know, feelings,
like,
if you will?
Like, what the fuck was going on there? Like, first off, like, holy shit. I've never seen people consistently lie so much. And I know that's so, like, fucking ridiculous. Like, they lied. You lied. Like, but holy shit, it was like one after another, like rapid fire.
Hey, don't underestimate the initiative, okay?
It was impressive.
It was.
But, you know, obviously, like, but, you know, Bob has no soul left anymore. I don't know where. He's like that chick from Suicide Squad, the first one. You know, his heart is in a fucking box somewhere, and anytime that poor bastard even thinks of stepping out of line, Dane's poking it with a pen, like, Enchantress, and then fucking, you know, of course, everybody's favorite gay. DJ Eric, like what a class act.
DJ Air, yeah.
What a fucking class act all the way through.
So
Straight to the
classy.
end.
He had a lot of attitude in that one. You know, a lot of
sass.
attitude. Someone was talking about him again, apparently.
These fucking questions. The questions. It's like, yeah, the fucking questions, man. The questions. No fucking shit. The questions.
So, you know, I guess let's get right into it then. Let's start. All right. Well, it is that time. This perhaps for the final time. We're gonna catch up with our actual friends here.
Yeah. Let me explain how we came across Gray Poupet. Okay, because it matters. It's relevant. Back whenever the shooting happened with the shooter that ended up being trans, you know, we recognized that was going to be a rough topic, but we decided to cover it because we do cover this stuff. It's relevant. Like I said, I have a not insignificant amount of trans people in my regular audience. Okay, and that's also relevant because I am protected. That's also relevant because I am protective.
It's
of my
relevant.
audience. You know, not just because there's some trans people, but, you know, also that.
How many is like insignificant though? 1, 10?
Like
what
you know,
what number?
I've heard that we have.
Yeah, do we have some?
I've heard that we have a not insignificant number of trans fans as well.
I just treat them all as fans. I don't feel like a need to identify them as any one thing or another. These are our people.
That's true.
No matter what variety they come in.
We accept all shows.
I am protective of my audience. You know, not just because there's some trans people, but, you know, also that. I see my audience as a community. I see my audience as people who are taking a risk just being here and commenting in chat and stuff like that because the YouTube environment is so fucking hostile to anything that isn't, oh, woke is bad, right? Especially
people are gonna like grow up and be like, do you remember growing up on the mean streets of Dane's chat?
Yo, I cut my teeth in Dane's chat. Okay, you can't mess with me.
It was the roughest shit around.
Right? Especially something that is criticizing that stuff. So we did that stream, and we were. I had a thing that I'd kind of taken screenshot or screen recorded. I think it was the New York Times had posted these animations about what an AR-15's bullet does to. So I was showing something, this graphic. It doesn't matter. Gray showed up in chat, and I remember because, you know, he's got a fucking mustard thing, and it just stands out in my memory. And then also what he did next stands out in memory. You only get one first impression, folks. You only get one.
It must just burn him whenever he fucking gets a hot dog now. You fucking ruined mustard for him for the rest of his life. I hope you're aware of that. This guy.
Oh, I hope I did.
This guy could be a fucking mustard connoisseur, Dijon fucking mustard, brown mustard, all kinds of shit, yellow. He loves it. He puts it on everything. And now, every time he gets to enjoy his favorite condiment, you will pop into his head.
Yeah.
Forever.
Well, he will forever remember mustard. Stone ground or French's yellow. It will be me, sir.
I don't have the same thing with starfish, though. Like, I don't know how often he's gonna be looking at a starfish, unless it's brown.
I happen to know
variety.
that SpongeBob is his favorite show.
Oh,
you're right. He does also enjoy chocolate starfish. Yeah. So I think you will be a regular memory for him as well.
He showed up and he wanted to come onto the show right then. He was like, you know, you're not given the full side of the gun thing. He was focused on the gun issue, like as like. That's what's the most relevant thing is. And it's like, well, he was like, wanting to come onto the stream right then. I don't know if he'd ever watched us before. I don't know if he just kind of found us then. I don't know. But
I have watched you before. It was on the Adam and Sitch show. You guys debated. You had a lovely Valentine's Day debate. I then was like, what the hell? These guys, their points don't really make sense. Let me look into it a little bit. I checked out some of your past videos, saw that you had this really bad one saying that there is no such thing as neutral, which is exactly the opposite of what you argued on Adam and Sitch. So I clipped that. Made a little video of it. That's the only video I'd ever made. And then I caught your live stream. And yeah, you guys happen to be talking about like patterns of behavior with Chrissy Mayer. But in that same stream, there was this whole gun argument thing. And, you know, this little exchange happened. We actually happen to have video of it. But yeah, this is actually my introduction to you personally, Dane. This is what caused my disdain for you, if you will.
But I was like, no, dude, you know, we're literally doing a stream that we planned. You know, like I said, you can come on the Friday stream, just email me and tell me exactly what points you want to discuss. Because no, I'm not going to just let somebody onto my channel. I've already done that once before, and that is also relevant to this. Who I don't know anything about them or what their goals going to be, you know, what they're going to say. Because I'm responsible with my platform, man. Like, and some people may not fucking value that kind of thing, but that's fine. It's my platform. It's my YouTube channel. And he went away. I don't know if I blocked him or what, but you know, we streamed for another couple hours. And when I was done, I checked my email, and I had an email from him, and it was just fucking perfect. It was exactly what I'd asked for.
So he is saying again that I sent him an email of some kind, and he is saying that he doesn't remember if he blocked me. If you were to guess if he blocked me or the person that he thinks was me, do you think he blocked him? Just, you know, random guess.
I mean, Dane's not the type to just block somebody, like, without just cause. I've never seen him just, like, be like, you know what, buddy, fuck you. I don't like you.
You're right. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. He is a very rational, very calm human being.
He's level-headed. So, that's why he's got hair all the way around.
They probably weren't blocked then. You know,
it was civil. It was well-worded. It was the exact thing. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, you can, I was about to be like, you can come on Friday, sure. I might have even sent an email saying that before I went over to Twitter. Then I go over to Twitter, and I guess he just got impatient. I don't know what the fuck he was, but he had tweeted a clip from that stream, and he was just being bad faith and talking shit and like.
It does sound like me. I often go on Twitter and just talk mad shit, and I'm super bad faith. That's what I do on Twitter. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, you'll find more of that.
Dude, like I literally was
with your massive Twitter presence,
sent an email like saying just talking shit, and I was like, what the, dude? Like I literally was about to, or maybe even did send an email saying, yeah, let's fucking talk on Friday, and then you do this, like. I don't know. I don't know if he has an impulse control disorder. If he thought it.
Dr. Dane, more diagnoses. You know, I don't know where he got his license, but he is very quick to diagnose.
Hopefully not the same place he got his haircut.
Could be.
I don't know what the deal is, but,
it also looks like it might be medical.
Right now, see it. I wouldn't see it. I don't know what the deal is, but right now it doesn't seem like a good time to clarify some things. Because honestly, I mean, tell me here. Send an email to either myself, actualfandom@gmail, or Bob, I guess, if you want to accept that email, or just Fandom Initiative YT@gmail. Send an email, outline what points you'd like to correct us on, please, and then we'll get back to you.
But yeah, no, like that clip puts in like she asked the right question. Are people not like fucking tired of this shit anymore?
Look, like, okay, Gray Poupet, I recognize you as a fucking conservative from Twitter and other places. I realize what you guys are doing. You guys think you're clever.
He's following me on Twitter, apparently. So I am not a conservative on Twitter, nor am I one on this platform. But, he makes a lot of assumptions. Literally, my one chat was, it would be refreshing to hear from Lofty. I just thought an opposing opinion, as opposed to these three guys who are all just against it, that were super pro-gun control. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of hear the counter-argument, but not allowed there.
I thought you were Lofty.
So does Dan. No. I am nobody. And, if there was only another way to confirm that perhaps this all happened.
I'm just want to correct a couple of things, and I want to hear from him, and like, come the fuck on, man. Lol email. So you're not actually interested in having a conversation, then? All right, that's fine. You can fuck off.
Dude, if you guys can't put in the effort to send a fucking email, then what the hell? Like, I swear, you guys always, like, every time it's like, hey, just send me an email. We'll talk. What the hell?
They give themselves away every time they give themselves away because it's like, hey, send email. And then it's like, okay, so you really aren't actually committed to having a conversation. It's literally like the oldest form of communication on the internet. Super easy to fucking do, man. Super easy. The link is on several pages. You can just click it, write a little thing, go send. If you can't even be bothered to write a few points that you'd like to discuss, then you don't actually give a fuck, and you're probably just trying to get on the show so you can disrupt it. And starting right at the end of this sentence, you're not going to be disrupting it anymore.
So that's when he blocked both me and Lofty. But if only there was some sort of confirmation that this happened at that particular moment.
Some things, honestly. I mean, tell me.
Oh yeah,
send an email.
Lofty was the one who made the video on Twitter.
@gmail. Send an email, outline what points you'd like to correct us on, and then we'll get back to you. But like, okay, Gray Poupet, I recognize you as a fucking conservative from Twitter and other places. I realize what you guys are doing. You guys think you're clever.
He did think it was a dog pile.
Ah, that's cute.
And he went ahead and checked it. Oh, I only had 9 little followers at that time.
So you're not actually
they were the
interested in having a
hardcore 9.
conversation. All right, that's fine. You can fuck off.
Get him, Dane.
Yeah, he's shown us. But yeah, I gotta say, shout out to Lofty Pixels. It was awesome that this moment where I was blocked from his channel is commemorated in memes and a fun little Twitter video. I like it. So, I'll let Dane explain.
Email.
So, yeah, I thought that was it. Next thing I know, he's debating. I don't remember if it was Ed or Bob first that he was debating, but yeah, he debated both of them.
It was Bob, and this whole thing happened because of the following interaction.
Gray Poupon, I remember you from Fandom Initiative stream. Bob, can you explain the pattern of behavior used to condemn someone as a racist with the case against comedian Christy Meyer yesterday? Your proof was 4 jokes and associations. What's the threshold?
So that's almost what I wrote. Yeah. So I tried to chat this in, but I was blocked by Dane the previous day for saying it would be refreshing to hear from Lofty. So they had the entire case against Chrissy Mayer. why she has a pattern of racist behavior. So I just chatted into Bob saying, hey, can you explain this pattern of behavior? He got some of the words correct. It will scroll up on the screen in a moment. But it seems to have really stumped him in the moment. If you want to watch a man really struggle to find the words, this is that moment.
The threshold? There's no official threshold. It's a pattern of behavior. If you like to tell racist jokes, that's probably racist. Like, listen, a racist...
Probably racist.
If you like to tell, jokes where you grape a dude's entire family,
it's probably grapist.
His head, then you're probably a grapist murderer, right, Bob? Like that's how that logic works, right?
Racist doesn't live okay. So I think it's even weird. Okay, so I typically only call people racist if I see lots of patterns of behavior. That being said, it's people can do racism as a pattern of behavior. Of course, I mean, you're just, I don't know. I'm going through this. I'm trying to think it out and give you a thoughtful answer, and I know you're a troll, man. So I tell you what, if you...
Oh, I'm a troll.
Oh, I
thought Patrick was the troll, but apparently I was a troll from as saying it would be refreshing to hear from Lofty, and then asking him, hey, so what is the threshold? I watched your case, and it was 4 jokes and 6 associations. So how many jokes would it take to become a racist? Just wondering.
73.
So, that would be nice. It would be some sort of answer. But here's his answer to me, and here's why I started talking to these guys.
Seriously. So I tell you what, if you seriously, Ray Poupon, if you seriously want to discuss stuff, send me an email, rsetlock3@gmail.com. Send me an email, and I'll bring you on the next stream and we can talk. I can, figure out what exactly your points are. If, we can talk it out. But if you just want to troll chat, then yeah, I'm probably gonna ban you next time I see you. So yeah, those are your 2 options. But yeah, as for everyone else, thanks for joining me.
So my options were either send him a gay email, which I did, or get banned from chat because I'm a troll.
Was it gay, was the email gay enough? Was it did you have a rainbow?
I didn't have that as my icon yet. It was still the mustard jar, but Pride Month came. Rainbow jar.
Wait, can you
he let me on.
Can you go back like a half a second? What's going on with Groot and fucking Black Widow over there? Groot looks like he's enjoying himself to a little Black Widow action.
I'm a little concerned about his background.
Darth just
I always just I always just kind of looked at the popcorn bucket and was like, that.
I mean, is it me or does it look like Groot's got his dick out?
Still. Yeah, he looks a little excited to be here. And is he not stroking the head of that figure?
What is going on back there?
Here. Perhaps this is a little
subliminal.
Or
maybe it's like a Rorschach test where I just see filth wherever I look. But I don't know. I just looked back there while we were talking, and I'm like, what? Why has Groot got his dick out? And then
it became fucking stunningly obvious that the guy was more interested in defending against someone saying that, oh, that's racism or whatever, as in what was it, freaking. If you saw that fucking debate that Bob uploaded with him, it's like the issue that he really had apparently was with Ryan Kinnell of all people. He wanted to defend the honor of Ryan fucking Kinnell.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I quite believe your framing of Ryan Kinnell. I saw so the way that I was introduced to you and Dane was through your debate with Adam and Sitch, and you particularly brought up that Ryan Kinnell video, the one where he's talking about Batman, the Batman, and he was talking about the characters in there, and the way that you framed it didn't seem to match up with what I actually saw when I went to Ryan's video and I watched it. I wanted to see it for myself. Like, is he really just upset that there are black people in this movie? That was the way that you framed it. That was not what he said at all. So I'm not sure if I fully buy your framing of what you're saying.
So yeah, it was kind of weird that I brought that up, but he was trying to get me to go along with the framing that he was setting up. And I was like, I don't know if I buy that. I've previously seen you misframe things. So that was what I was trying to explain. But yeah, I do have to explain to him a couple different times that, again, I'm not defending Ryan Kinnell.
I'm sure he got it, though, right? He gets it after you explain it a couple times?
He did. Yeah, I'm sure. And there were about 3 other times that I explained it to him that I've cut out of this. But yeah, go watch the original. You'll see him.
I don't I'm not saying that I support Ryan's like position here, but I'm saying that it's not the framing that you put on it. I just want to make that clear. Like,
Well,
I'm not here
let's see
again
if
to
we can
defend
clarify this
Kino, but
framing on what exactly he says.
okay, yeah, let's do it. I don't know. It's not my point that I'm making. Like,
Well, you're defending
again,
it,
I'm
though.
not here.
You're defending that point.
No, I'm literally. So I set it up before this, and I said it numerous times during it. Again, I'm not defending his point. I'm just saying you framed it incorrectly. You did it dishonestly, where you're only taking the last half of that statement and saying that's all.
Well, the last half would
you
be the
mentioned
big
context
point.
matters before, and you're not mentioning the first half of that.
Well, that's the
That
thing.
he's
The
not
first half
upset
doesn't
just
change it.
because there's. So it does, though, Bob. That's
How?
why,
How?
How does context change
What do you
things?
mean?
What? You mean if I don't take the first half of the sentence, the second half is what? Yeah, so that's what Bob was doing. He was taking a rather liberal interpretation of the last half of this dude's sentence, but completely leaving out the first half of it, or statement, I guess. They could be multiple sentences. But yeah, I just didn't feel like that was fair. And in the moment, he kept arguing that that is fair.
And
So-
wait, he was simultaneously doing the same fucking thing to you at the same time.
Yes.
By just taking you
Yeah.
saying, you're like, I'm not defending Ryan. What's his name? Ryan Cannell?
Cannell.
I'm not
yes.
defending Ryan Cannell. He's like, defend Ryan Cannell, will you? And you're like, no, I'm not. I'm not defending
So
Ryan.
you're defending
So
him, then.
defend Ryan Cannell, you say?
I've heard the words defending Cannell. Yeah. Well, it goes on a little further.
How?
That's why, well, if you were to say any given statement and I just take the last few words or cherry pick a certain section of it, is that the same thing as quoting you?
I'm not going to play the whole thing, but if the couple of words represent what
So he's cool with not playing the whole statement.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. He thinks that's just fine to not
that
play
makes
the whole
sense.
statement.
words represent what I'm saying, then yes, that is fine.
So you'd be fine with somebody like cherry picking or just taking like certain quotes of yours and then saying, okay, because of this, that means that you're racist, or you, I don't know, any way that you could take a certain quote out of context, you're okay with that. And then that could be part of your pattern.
No, well, no, great.
So it seemed very much like that was what he was arguing for, and that was okay when it was done to Ryan Cannell, but somehow it's not okay when it happened to him. So yeah, I decided to kind of test him on that with some really poor choices of words he did during our discussion. I think he was very debate-brained. I think he just didn't want to agree with me. So he went to some really weird places in order to not agree with me. But this is one of them, so let's let him play this out. But, again, shout out to Charles. What an awesome guy. Real friend of the show.
Love you, Charles.
Bob, he's been on the show. But yeah. This was a really painful struggle session.
Yeah.
That, Charles had to endure a line of questioning from everyone in the initiative. And then he had a list of a few questions, and they let him get to a couple of them, and then immediately cut the stream because Dane is in charge.
Yeah.
Dane is always in charge, and he said, "End it now, Bob." And Bob, like the
Yes,
puppet
master.
he is, immediately ended the stream.
Yes, Papa.
But here was the fun part where he tried to assassinate my character. It's led to some really fun clips, I should say, but wow, it was just painful watching this thing. I thought that, Bob actually cared about his friends, but just the way that he treated Charles was just so fucking horrible.
I think that the sad part is that he does think that he cares about his friends, but Jesus Christ, man, like, talk about turning on a friend in need, in a bad situation. Like, what a fucking spineless. And I've always stuck up for Bob, and I've always been like, he's a good dad, don't bust his balls about that. What a fucking asshole.
He is. It is really sad that he is the one who is. I don't know. Charles could not be more gracious, and he keeps telling him
He's a good
he
guy.
loves him, and Bob just keeps like stabbing knives in Charles's back when he's like going in for the hug. It is beyond despicable the way that he treated
it's like
Charles. That stream immediately got taken down, but if Charles ever did want to like explain that, wow,
it was a fucking
has
disgrace.
to be like one of the most painful experiences. Yeah,
Disgrazia.
I can't believe Bob would do that to a friend. But
it was terrible, and I'm not even saying.
To...
I'm not even saying that Bob needed to be like, Dane is a fucking idiot piece of shit. Like, we all know that already. Like, he didn't need to, do anything. He just, like, stand up for your friend a little bit. Like, Jesus Christ, be a decent person.
Fucking chat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, a decent person would have turned off the chat when they saw what Dane was doing in there.
I know.
And how, civil Charles was being, and how much of an ass bag Dane was being in that fucking chat. Oh, it's so hilarious, because then when they did their, hostage statements, they turned off the fucking chat.
I know.
They could do it. They could figure it out.
They can dish it, but they can't
also,
take it, these boys.
I happen to hear that there were a few comments that were displayed during the stream, their conversation. Apparently, neither of the two people on screen were the ones who decided to display those. So that's really fucked up. I've been accused of being bad faith in my conversation with Ed because I displayed some comments. At least it was me that chose to do that. I can't even say like how bad faith that would be for a third party to decide what comments should be displayed during a conversation between two friends. That is just so fucked.
They're fucking scumbags.
Yes,
honestly,
very much
like
so.
that's why
I cannot wait to be done.
Yeah, I know we're getting to it, like, and whatever, but like I'm fucking disgusted with these guys. Like, it was almost playful early on, and now it's like, are you fucking serious? Like, this is what you do to somebody you called or call a friend? This is how you fucking treat him? Like he's a fucking asshole? Like, and say what you want. He's running over to us, and we're gonna turn on him. We're not assholes. We wouldn't do that. Like, yeah, and you want to know something? We welcome Charles with open fucking arms. Like, he's a good dude, and he deserves better treatment.
Yeah, we totally misjudged him.
Yeah.
He deserves way better than we treated him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way better than you guys
and
are treating
1,000
him.
times
Charles is the man.
more than how Bob, his fucking supposed friend, treated him. Mr. fucking morality over there,
Oh, man, if that's your friend, like,
Holy
I
shit.
could not imagine.
Like, and again, you don't have to agree with your friends all the time, but you don't fucking railroad them. You don't prop them up to make a jerk off out of them after they just got their nuts kicked in. Like, what's the matter with you?
Oh, and then, like, just allow your other friend to just keep doing that over and over
And
again. And then your other friend's friend to keep doing that as well.
Yeah. And mind you, all of this triggered on the heels of a fucking amazing, super fun conversation that we had with Charles. What the ideal situation between all our camps would have been a long fucking time ago if DJ Douchefuck didn't fucking play games with the questions and then try to pretend like it was a hate crime or some shit. Like, go fuck yourself.
We tried to do this before, and it would have ended at that point. But, it really kind of stoked the fire under us when somebody burnt that bridge. But
I digress.
Yeah, I guess we have digressed quite a bit.
Sorry, I got pissed off.
Let Bob get into this. This is going to be one of my favorite clips. It's a little bit personal, but
have you looked at his shorts, Charles?
Gray?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you want to see his most popular short?
I'm assuming it's something salacious.
Yeah.
Do we talk to the Japanese, Bob?
Do we talk to the Japanese? What do you mean?
When I order hibachi.
You personally, Bob, do you talk to the Japanese? I mean, I guess there's a couple ways to interpret that, but I don't think Charles was going in for like the gotcha or anything like that.
He's like, shit, do I talk to Japanese or I don't? Well, how do I answer? Dane, how do I answer?
Yeah, as far as America and Japan are concerned, we're okay now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What did it take for that?
Well, it took talking, but I want.
It took a little bit more than talking first.
Listen,
but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, World War II did happen as well. World War II.
What is the most popular video, Bob?
Okay, so anyways, this is Grey Poupet's most popular video, and
I didn't even realize this was my most popular short, but I've kind of really dropped the ball in the shorts game. But Bob is familiar with my shorts. But yeah,
have you seen Gray shorts?
Keep in mind that
try to get clipped.
Keep in mind that whole he is okay with just taking the last part of someone's sentence or whatever. Okay.
Video, and there's you can probably guess there's lots of context going to be missing here.
But they call a black person the N-word? Yeah, I would say they're racist. That would be enough for me to be like, yeah, that dude's racist. Yeah. For you, would it not be?
I mean, it
Are you saying
depends on
that's
the context. It really depends on the
So would you ever say that there is a context that is okay to call a black person the N-word as a white person?
I mean,
yeah. So that's kind of
out of anger, right? We're saying say it as a slur, right? Not like if we're singing a song together.
I think either way.
Okay.
I think you gotta just go. You gotta go silent on that part, even if it's your friend. I'm sorry, we can't do it. Yeah.
Like shame on a
but
drive to run. Game on a...
but that's not. That's true. But that's not Bob's response here.
Really
So
depends on the context.
So there's a context where that's okay.
No.
If he's like,
no, there isn't really.
Okay.
But
okay, so Bob does say that there isn't really a context, but so he does keep going on there, but I clipped it there. So I'm sure he would be fine with this based off of his treatment of Ryan Cannell and based on our previous discussion.
Sure.
But apparently this is a bridge too far, and he's going to explain why this is wrong.
Keep in mind, he cuts out the point. The point where I go into the fact that like maybe the person had a bad day, severely fucked up, apologizes, says I fucked up, I did a fucked up thing. My whole argument was maybe this person fucked up and shouldn't be held over their head.
Yeah.
And he does some very deceptive editing there. I think.
So remember, that is deceptive editing, is what he's saying. I am the one who is very deceptively edited. Again, I just took exactly what he said and then clipped the beginning and the end so that it, fit within that 1 minute time frame of a short. But that's deceptive editing.
Yes.
Okay. Again, he was previously cool with leaving out Ryan Cannell's context, but he needs full context. Okay. I'm sure he's going to provide complete and utter context, right? Like, he's totally against deceptive editing.
I agree. More importantly, I'm just trying to express why
I made note of the deceptive editing in my first video.
And I truly do owe Charles an apology. I did deceptively edit his video. That one I will totally take as, yes, that is deceptively editing.
You did?
I don't
You
think...
son of a bitch,
yes.
You didn't tell me. I'm honest still, Charles, I promise.
So, it was me.
I'm pure.
We grabbed some of his stand-up comedy. We used it from there's like two different clips on YouTube or whatever. I specifically chose the joke from one of them that had less of a pop. And then there was another joke that kind of had like a small pop and then like a big laughter. So once it got that small laugh, I just kind of cut it off because it fit our narrative better.
It did.
That was pretty deceptively edited. That's shitty. If I'd used it all from the same thing, you would have seen more of laughter. And if I'd let it run just a couple seconds more, you would have heard a big pop of laughter.
And it would have proved our point on other things later had we not been douchebags about it.
Yeah, it's not we. That was me, man. Right. I did that.
Well, you piece of shit.
Choose what clips were there. You said that you had seen this joke. I should grab it.
Right.
I chose how to grab it. That wasn't cool of me.
But I was grabbing it wrong.
I did not deceptively edit. I don't think cutting something for a short is necessarily deceptively editing. But I think there is some real shit, like what I did there, cutting off the laughter and then grabbing one that specifically had less laughter. I think that was deceptive editing. And I do owe Charles an apology for that, dude. I'm sorry, man. That was not cool of me. But
what would meet your qualifications? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for actual strong evidence. Again, I'm telling you that one time a white dude or anyone who's not black calling someone black the N-word, that would be enough for me. You're saying that that's not a pattern for you.
Oh, you would say that'd be enough to condemn them for the rest of their life.
That would be enough for me to say that was some real racist behavior.
Oh no, that was actually racist behavior. But let's say afterwards they go, "Fuck, I fucked up. I can't believe I did that. I just got pissed. I'm sorry. I was drunk." They have.
Oh, I was drunk. It's okay. Like, I only beat the dog. I only, beat my wife. I only whatever because I was drunk.
I stabbed that bitch because I was drunk.
I don't think it's okay if you only assault people because you're drunk. I don't think it's okay if you do any crime or are an asshole just because you're drunk. I
definitely not okay to be racist.
You might show regret. But as I'm about to explain, it just kind of shows what you do when your inhibitions are down. Like, I don't think it makes you a completely different person. It's not a Jekyll and Hyde situation. It's more, perhaps this is the distilled version of you, or you more freely showing yourself. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that doesn't sound like an excuse to me. But it seems to work for Bob.
They have reasons. They apologize. Would you want to continue condemning him for it, or would you want to just forgive it?
So if somebody apologizes, then they're no longer a racist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if they apologize for it and they agree to address it, yes.
I don't know. If you're saying that like somebody gets an excuse because they were drunk and then they apologize for it, I'd say no, that's not just forgiven. Like, that seems like, hey, you've kind of shown people you have a propensity to do this when your inhibitions are down. I would be weary of you. I wouldn't forever condemn them, but they would forever be a little sus.
Sus. Not a good choice of words. Okay, so talking about deceptive editing. So I have left our debate up since we actually, or discussion, whatever the fuck you want to call it, since I talked to Organized Chaos 6 months ago. So he had a little bit before I actually got on, and there was a little bit after I got off of the stream. But that 3 hours and 2 minutes, 33 seconds, that was us talking the entire time. I think I like talked to the audience for like 5 seconds afterward, and it's like, that was weird. Okay, goodbye. So that's the actual length of the debate. Well, 3 weeks ago, Bob decided, you know, I'm going to re-upload this debate, and I'm going to add context. So I'm going to take a bunch of extra clips and add it into there. So what do you think that would do for the time of the actual video? Do you think that would increase the time?
It would definitely make make it shorter by like, you know,
yeah,
19 minutes
so.
or something like that.
Yeah, I think like 20 minutes shorter is what would happen
Roughly.
when you somehow add context into it.
Yeah, because the
So
more you
then I
the more
thought-
you add, the less.
Yeah, the less time you get overall.
Right.
Huh.
Because you
So
got to
I just
carry
wanted to-
carry the two, and it's
Huh.
Common Core math.
So if you were to talk about deceptive editing, would you say that, you know, taking out a random 20 minutes or so of a video and then, you know, saying that you have actually added context into it, do you think that would be deceptive? Because, you know, you do choose the editing of this, what you're taking out, and you choose to tell people that you have taken portions of it out, right? Perhaps portions where you were getting really dunked on? I don't know.
Maybe it's like he's trying to like tell us something. It's like art. When it says epitome of bad faith, he means like it's bad faith because I'm, you know,
He's bad.
taking big chunks out and, you know, making myself look better.
So this was
She's hot for
his
a ginger.
original one. So that's the other thing too. Like, so in my email,
She got like a Sigourney Weaver, right?
She does. You know, I wasn't a Chrissy Mayer fan at the time of these art discussion, but since then I have acquainted myself with her quite a bit. And yeah, he chose some really interesting pictures for his thumbnails, especially when I did mention her twice in the email, and it was, hey, so here are the bullet points. Your case against Chrissy Mayer, I don't think it was fair to call her a racist based off of these points. And then I mentioned again, like, I don't understand your pattern for calling jokes actual racism. Can you explain it to me? And I think I mentioned her name there because she's a professional comedian. Anyway, I mentioned her twice, but I had like 10 bullet points or something like that in the email. Apparently that all got turned into, I am now a Chrissy Mayer supporter.
Yeah.
So I think also naming them that way and then intentionally putting, you know, a very provocative picture of her on there when I have not said I'm going to defend her. I think that's a little deceptive with the thumbnail, but again, if you notice, so his last video was like 2 hours and 43 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's a full half hour gone from this one, which was his original one. I don't know, that just feels like a little bit of deceptive editing to me, but perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe that's the end of the deceptive editing. You know, he wouldn't do that more, would he? Like, that would just be wrong. There's no way he could be caught in like 4K on this or anything.
But yeah, there was Chrissy Mayer stuff too. He was defending her honor as well because she's very just, you know, honorable person. And this is what I mean. Like when people call themselves centrists, okay?
Oh, and again, I've never called myself a centrist. I think he watched like a portion of one thing and then decided, he is now a centrist. Because if you remember in that original thing, apparently I was some conservative from Twitter. And then all of a sudden in his other thing, I was alt-right or something like that. And then I got upgraded to a centrist, but he's never kind of changed that opinion of me. I am just a centrist, which, fair enough. That's closer than either of the other accusations he's made of me. But yeah,
he also
I've never identified.
He also called you a lesbian too. So,
no, well, I do like the ladies,
Yeah.
so you know, I can't fault him there, and you know, my haircut.
yeah, scissor me
What can I
timbers.
say?
They are almost exclusively running defense, and they are almost exclusively running defense for people like Chrissy Mayer, who's been on InfoWars, she like guest hosted, I think, or something like that. Who I mean, I can show you some Chrissy Mayer clips, man. Like, you know what? Let's just do it because this is somebody who wanted to defend, and I don't know, man. It's a weird hill to die on. But like to call yourself a centrist is it's idiotic, in my opinion. Of course, just my opinion.
Cool. So I saw that you had me build on your stream as a Chrissy Mayer defender.
Yeah, I didn't know
And-
how else. Yeah, no, that I just noticed you mentioned her twice on the email. or a couple times. I think
Yeah, just because you guys were kind of going through her pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
Sorry if I just spoke over you. I think there's a slight delay, so I apologize.
I'm sure there
about
is. Streaming's never perfect.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, you guys had kind of gone over Chrissy's pattern of behavior, so that's why I was asking about that. So while I wouldn't say that it does seem in bad taste, it's literally taking an existing song, putting one letter in it, and then what you guys kind of showed in that video was the next person in the video to sing the next line was actually a black dude. I mean, I don't know. Are you saying that they're all racist, or just that is racist because
that's definitely a racist joke, because the whole Kung Flu thing was based around it's anti-Chinese sentiment.
Well, we all know black people hate the Chinese.
So, this is the recently released 3 weeks ago Bob's version of our debate with the most bad faith person ever,
Bad
the
faith
epitome of bad
motherfucker.
faith. Yeah, the most bad faith motherfucker in existence. In the universe, sorry, is what he said.
In the
There might be
whole
one other that
universe.
exists, just not in our universe. But keep in mind, this is him adding context. So if you... A great screen grab of both of us. But if you do listen to what I just said, it was, okay, so this is talking about the Kung Flu parody. Kung Flu fighting,
It was
if you will.
stupid, but...
So it's, okay, is everybody in the video racist because the guy after Chrissy is a black dude? Is he racist now too? Or what? And then instead of answering that, he kind of pivots away and saying, like, it's definitely anti-Chinese. So just keep that in mind, that I did say the guy after Chrissy is a black dude.
Sentiment around COVID.
So it's edgy, but I don't think saying that means that you hate Chinese people or are against Chinese people. It's definitely an edgy joke.
Well, I mean, it's
but
definitely
again, she's a
blaming
comedian.
Chinese people for a virus, and
Everybody was Kung Flu fighting.
So
I fucking hate Crowder.
Did you notice something weird about that? That I mentioned the actual clip in question, and that the next person to sing was a black dude. Do you think that?
Oh yeah, where's the
Steven
black
Crowder is
guy?
a black dude.
Where's the black guy?
Huh. And then the other thing is
it the bat?
Steven Crowder works for Louder with Crowder. It was not the bat, actually. He's a cool cat, but he's not a bat. So Steven Crowder works for Louder with Crowder. They've poached a guy from Cumia, the Compound Network. In fact, Anthony Cumia's co-host, Dave Landau, was poached from that show, and Crowder took him on as his co-host. There is actually like a feud between Crowder and Compound Media. Well, Chrissy Mayer works for Compound Media. So isn't it kind of strange that I reference somebody who's immediately not in this video, and then it goes right from Chrissy Mayer to this offensive Steven Crowder song? They're both Kung Flu fighting, but isn't that strange that we were talking about Chrissy Mayer, and now suddenly we're seeing somebody who is in a feud with the company that Chrissy Mayer is employed by? Huh. Is that odd to you at all? Would you say that that could be, like, I don't know, what I'm looking for a word for it. Could that be deceptive editing at all?
Yes.
By taking two completely different videos and trying to put them together as if they are one. That seems a bit deceptive to me, but maybe I'm just gullible.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Or maybe
so I did a little bit of research on my own, and I found the original video. So I just got a second left of Crowder. It is offensive. But keep in mind, this is not what I was defending.
I don't know that it is. Like, I would take umbrage with that. I would disagree with you. I can understand exactly how you would come to that conclusion.
Everybody was Kung Flu fighting.
Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
But they fought it with expert timing.
Yeah, that was Luis J. Gomez. He is a Puerto Rican rattlesnake. You know, he is the Puerto Rican rattlesnake. That dude's awesome. So that was done at Gas Media, or Gas Digital. So if you remember the parody that was going on in the middle of COVID, it was like John Lennon's Imagine. And if you remember, they were singing it a cappella.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Exactly. And it was a bunch of different celebrities doing one line from a song. Yeah, it was a cappella. So that's what Chrissy Mayer was parodying with her video. It was one letter got changed, and then they used the exact words from the song. That's why I said I don't know if that is actually racist. I guess I can see how you're saying it is, but it's a little bit different than if you shove that Steven Crowder video in there as if it is one and the same. So I would say that's really deceptive editing. And Bob, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's really horrible, especially when you seem to be against it. And you put this out before you made the claims to Charles that I deceptively edit. Fuck you, Bob.
Bob is a whore.
I don't have an issue with offensive comedy, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Well, it kind of seems like you did, based off of like Chrissy Mayer's Sandy Hook tweet.
So her Sandy Hook tweet, the entire tweet was, "My stripper name is Sandy Hook,"
Yeah.
if you aren't aware. So yeah, this is the thing that is so offensive to him. Again, Bob, he cannot stop framing things in a super negative way or super advantageous way for his side. It's a very ideologically slanted framing that he puts on every single thing. But look for it here.
That's an offensive tweet for sure.
Yeah.
She's a comedian. So do you think that she should not be able to make a tweet like that?
Like she did that hosting the Alex Jones show. Alex Jones is famous and now owes a shit ton of money to the parents of Sandy Hook for lying about their children dying. And yeah, that's the reason why she did that tweet. I would say at the very least that's poor taste. And
So I don't know that I could put that intentionality on her. I'm pretty sure she did that tweet because she thought it was funny and offensive and it would probably get a reaction. But I don't know that she did that to like rub it in the faces of the parents of dead children. I don't know if that's fair
I
to
mean,
put that intention there.
that's the effect. I mean, she knew that.
I don't know. That's just really shitty. So then, okay. So when Dane makes a super offensive grape joke or death threat, is he doing that to rub it in the faces of those who have been graped or those who have been threatened? It's really shitty. You could frame almost anything that way. It is super uncharitable. And that's what he keeps doing. Even when I pointed out to him, like, hey, so you just said she did it because. That's now going into her mind and saying why she did the intentionality. It really sucks because these guys have also argued that intentionality doesn't matter. Okay, then why do you keep framing it in such a negative, ideologically slanted way? It seems like it really matters to you. That's why you're framing it this way.
Like, but Chrissy Mayer is a ginger.
It's true. I agree. Ew. But aside from that, I don't agree with the way that he keeps framing this. And he's going to just keep.
That was an issue going on with the Alex Jones show, unless she's just not looking at the news at all. In which case, she should be looking at Alex Jones news if she's going to host his show.
I don't know. I think that's a lot of mind reading that you're doing, where you're saying why she's doing it, intentionality.
No, listen. I don't care why she did it.
But
In fact,
you previously just said she did this because, which puts intentionality. You're saying why she did it. That's why I brought up the mind reading. Like, I don't know about that, Bob. I think it could be that, she's a comedian. She's looking to get interaction with a tweet.
I really hate that these guys have no sense of humor. The hardest thing to do is when somebody says, why is that funny? To then explain the joke to them. Has anybody ever laughed when, you've had to explain why a joke is funny? Especially if they ask you numerous times, like, well, why is this funny? Well, why is this funny? This is Bob's debate tactic. It doesn't go so well.
Well, why? But why doesn't it go well? Why? But why?
Yeah.
You know what debate tactic that is? 5-year-old.
Yes.
It's time for bed. Why?
Like,
you can't eat 17 Oreos right now. Why? You're not allowed to eat a whole stick of butter. Why? Get your face out of the toilet. Why?
I wish that he could, get up to the level of that conversation that I'd be having with a 6-year-old, but no. Instead, I had this conversation with Bob.
You can make money without mocking the deaths of children.
Okay, so should that be off limits for comedians? Like, you can't say anything. If a kid ever died, like, in any situation, is it now off limits? Like, could you not talk about car wrecks because kids die in car wrecks?
I'm not here to censor free speech, but I do think, like...
Well, you just said that she shouldn't be doing that.
Well, yeah, I didn't say she can't do it. I said she shouldn't.
No, but you said that she shouldn't be doing it. That's why I asked you, so should they not be offended?
I just agreed with you. Yes, I said she shouldn't be doing that. But, yeah, that's got me all tangled up there. But no, essentially, she is she's allowed to make a shitty joke. And then if she gets a shitty joke, she should expect pushback. She's mocking the death of children.
Again, you can frame it that way, but I don't know that she's looking at it as mocking the death of children. She's saying an edgy stripper name.
She's not doing any research.
It's the only way that can be interpreted, okay? The only way that Dane's statements can be interpreted is that he was mocking people who get death threats. That's the only way that can be interpreted. It's really stupid, Bob. I think you were very debate brained in this thing, and you weren't open to any conversation. I think. Sorry.
No, it's just that he just can't say like it's an off-color joke. It's a terrible joke. Like it's not a nice joke. It's not for.
Oh, but why? Why is it not nice, Patrick?
Because
why is that joke?
I think it might be racist. It smells like a racism.
I don't know how she could not know that. That's obviously the intent of it.
So again, you're saying that's obviously the intent of it. That's mind reading, Bob. Like, I don't think that's charitable.
Okay,
you don't know what was in her head when she said it. That might be the effect that you perceive from it, for sure.
But what was the point of the joke then? Explain
probably
that joke.
To get
Why
attention and probably to get interaction. And it is edgy and offensive.
Why would that get interaction?
Because it's outrageous. Like.
Yeah, no, I'm certain she's looking for interaction. That being said, you can go through my Twitter history. I don't think I've ever mocked the deaths of children.
But if I misframe everything that you've ever done, could it be interpreted that way, Bob? That's the problem. I don't think she has either.
Just clip that right there. Death to children.
Oh, there you go. Well, that could be okay.
I've never said death to children. You said death to children. We got it.
When she tells a tweet like that, though, let me ask you, what do you think is possibly the intent? What is the joke behind that?
So it's an edgy stripper name. Like, again, I don't want to say what her intent is. I don't know. Like,
okay, so what's the punchline in saying my stripper name is Sandy Hook?
Again, it's shock factor.
Can you explain the joke to me? I need to laugh.
Does he really need it explained?
If you explain it well enough, I will laugh.
Like,
I don't think so. It's literally a subversive thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what do you think a stripper's name going to be? Oh, is it Sandy Hook? Wow,
right.
that's not what.
Like, because it sounds like a stripper's name, and it's also a national tragedy. So, like, you could also say like, my stripper name is Pearl Harbor. You know what I mean? Like, Pearl is not really synonymous with strippers, but you get where I'm going with this, Bob.
It's
like
exactly the same thing.
It's just
it's somewhat subversive. It isn't what you'd associate with a traditional stripper's name. Like you do get that,
why
right?
Isn't
like
that what you associate with? Yeah, but why?
Because
why
how many strippers have you seen that are named Sandy Hook, Bob? Like I really can't explain the joke to you. Like if you don't get it, you don't get it. It's not a.
So, then Dane tries to show the worst joke ever shown to anybody. Total proof of racism.
Okay, let's hear
classic right here. It's a classic right here.
The NFL said that they would play the Black national anthem before the regular national anthem, and I was like, "What even is the Black national anthem? Is it just sirens? Like what
is black?"
I mean, look, all we can do there is make a judgment call based on our understanding of what racism is.
Okay, so we've got to do judgment calls based on our understanding. Okay.
Fucking tiny dick motherfucker. I will talk all the shit all day long. I will fuck your mother. I will fuck your sister. I'll fuck your father too, because he wants to. All right. I will talk so much shit that you'll have shit coming out of your fucking grandfather's fucking urn. Okay. Like, you are fucking insecure micro dick motherfucker that shows up to streams to talk shit like this. Only a fucking insecure micro dick motherfucker would do that. Somebody who's so fucking just like fragile with his own opinions and the fucking content creator that you fucking suck the dick and lick the taint of. Only somebody like that does what you're doing right now. If I met you in real life, I would fucking remove your head for being such a bigot fucking moron.
So again, all we can do is use our, common understanding of rape, death, and tiny dick obsession threats. That's all we can do. All we can do is judge it based on our understanding of it.
It was very graphic.
Dane? Yeah,
licking from the butthole.
Why did he mention tiny dicks? Like, I don't know, 20 times or something like that.
Dane definitely has a small dick.
I'm pretty sure anyone who references it 5 times in one sentence, who's just like trying to come up with insults off the top of their head.
That stumpy little bitch is walking around with a pinky dick. You know it.
If he's lucky, we might be talking micro on this, but I guess it could be a medical condition, just like everything else.
Hey,
dude, they have said some insane shit about me.
What? What have we said about you?
You got a little dick.
So this is the first time we made that accusation, but
they have aligned themselves with. You guys remember those emails that I got one? DJ got one a couple of months ago from that guy. It's all caps, and it's like calling DJ all kinds of fucking slurs and saying he's going to curb stomp him and shit like that. They align themselves with guys like that.
We have never supported him. We just thought it was funny how upset you got at him, and you backed it with at least 5 different explanations of why you went off on him. None of them involved his backstory. You had no clue who he was at the time. That is then post hoc justification why you have now said it's because of these death threats. And even if it was, you don't get a death threat somebody because they've death threatened you. That's not how it works.
No. Bob told us that we could just get an apology and we're fine.
But yeah, man. No, we've never aligned ourselves with this guy or any other fucks. There's been a lot of people who have reached out to us. The only person we have actually done is the Nethril King. He's like, hey, you know what? I actually I regret something. Is there any way that I could take it back?
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah.
Anybody ever needs
that.
a platform to take something back or set a record straight? Feel free. We're always open.
And that dude was awesome.
Yeah.
And he was legit about it. I feel bad that we had some sort of weird audio issue, but he was very sincere in what he was saying. Like, he drew a line in the stone, he carved it, and he said, what I've done is over that line. I need to walk this back.
Yeah.
Which is really honorable. So we would give our platform to somebody like that.
Sure.
But there's been a lot of people who have like reached out to us who are like, let's team up, let's do something weird. We have said no to like everybody. And then they're going to make accusations again about MSK. I've explained this in other videos, but no, I didn't reach out to that guy after he made some slur video.
You did. He started making slur videos about Eric, and you were like, "Oh man, I can't wait to call this guy, and I'm going to hang out with him."
Zero research.
Yeah,
they're going to take that as like gospel. No, I've been on this dude's stream for like 5 months. I don't know how many fucking times, but every Tuesday I'm on that dude's stream. That happened to come out just before that Tuesday. I don't know if it came out Monday or I just saw it on Tuesday. But it's like, hey, I just saw about this. Let's talk about it. I was already invited on the show. It's a regular guest spot. But fuck these guys. They do zero research. But they're going to say that I reached out to these people. Oh, yeah, and MSK reached out to me like way back in the day. I thought it was because he saw me talk to Bob, but that's not true, actually.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was an introduction through another friend who apparently recommended me. So that was really awesome. But yeah, it's just kind of strange, the lore that these guys kind of keep building up for
it's
us.
like the telephone game. Remember the telephone game where you would be like, you know, like the person down the street, and then it goes through like you tell the next person, they tell the next person, and then by the end it's like, you know, like Jesus is coming back, and he's gay and black.
That's
you
true.
know, like,
And you know, he has compared us to Jesus and Adam and Sitch. So
yeah, well, that's not what my PI says.
Anytime there's someone who has a problem with me or the initiative or whatever, Gray has sought that person out.
Okay, first off, I'm pretty goddamn social phobic. I don't really reach out to people. A lot of people have reached out to me, and I blow off most of them.
I'm the social
I
one.
said blow off. Okay, Dane? That was what I said. But yeah, I'm not a social butterfly. So no, I'm not reaching out to anybody. I have, you know, accepted a few invites onto like other people's things. But man, I'm not really reaching out to anybody. I'm not a social butterfly at all. That is Patrick. Patrick's a social.
I like to talk to people.
He is not booking my gigs or anything like that. He's just making friends.
I consider myself more of a pimp.
He does.
It has nothing to do with YouTube. It's just, you know, I make other arrangements.
$5 is $5. You know?
Yeah.
And tried to, you know, like basically, I don't know if he's trying to get information from us or just trying to turn them on us or whatever the fuck is happening, right? That is fucking not. That's not good faith behavior. That is not someone who's trying to engage honestly and like, you know, we just want to criticize things the way you do things. That's not what that is, man. That is seeking out.
Dane is so tiny and insignificant in the world.
In so many ways.
Yeah, in more ways than one. But he just doesn't, you know, this has been like a fun experiment, you know, a fun back and forth, which we kind of always thought would lead to more, but
yeah.
But no, it's bad. And so, you know, people, like you said, the point being is people do reach out, and there's just times where it's not appropriate. So we don't seek out fucking shit. Like, we didn't even seek each other out. It was like Kismet, baby. We just found each other.
It's true.
It's funny. They even fucking like try to say this with Charles, that we like, they sought out Charles. Like, no, we fucking didn't. We did not. We're so happy that Charles reached out to us, right? But
yeah, Charles is awesome, man. He tried to build a bridge the same way that we tried to with Eric. The one thing is we weren't bad faith assholes and completely burned it when he literally was vulnerable and reached out to us like you guys did to Patrick. But that is coming up a little bit later. We'll kind of show all the receipts on that. But yeah, I guess I'll let him keep going on our crazy claims.
Let him keep burying himself.
Some way that they can fucking smear us, shut us down even, you know, create narratives about us. They have, here's just a quick off the top of my head. They have, based on my Patreon income, they said that I can't feed my family. How am I?
You said you can't feed your family, Dilto.
That is true. We simply mocked that you make like $50 a month. You were big timing us, saying how much better you are than us. And then we pointed out that you just recently bragged that you make about $50 a month.
I think it was 75 to be fair.
Oh, was it 75? Oh, congrats, sir. Well, I take it back.
Big time.
So we just mentioned that that's not much. And, I think, doesn't this dude even have a family or something?
Right.
So that's as close as we got to bringing up his family.
Yeah, and then I was more...
And then he brought in...
Yeah, and then I was more concerned about Gordy.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming for you, Gordy.
Well, then he brought
Coming
in
for you, buddy.
that he couldn't feed his family on $75 a month, and one of them starved to death
Yes,
and died.
he said they starved
So
to
he
death.
had to feed the other kid strange meat. So that's when his family got brought into it. It's like, literally, we just mentioned like $75 a month.
Oh, did he
You
mean
obviously
cannibalism?
don't
Was that an
order.
actual layered joke?
Yeah, so that was a joke.
Oh.
But I didn't know if he actually has like kids or if he meant like Gordy or whatever.
Yeah.
But either way, we thought that that whole joke and that whole situation sounds abusive, and we know that Gordy is there. And we figure if he can't even afford to feed his kid, or if he's talking about Gordy
Yeah.
as his kid, well, that's damn right abusive. Like, we want to liberate that little guy because he doesn't deserve that.
And I'm not
He
really
deserves the
100%
best.
clear on if Dane actually has kids or kid or offspring.
I don't know.
I'm sure he doesn't have custody.
Doesn't matter.
Like, I'm sure that.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
that's fucking no shit.
If one can go off of our common understanding of custody, then yeah, we can only assume that he does not have
Yes.
custody. But
The studio closet.
who knows? I have zero evidence or
I don't
anything
know.
like that to go off of. I'm just using our common understanding of it. But
It's not like somebody.
There's a few more.
It's not like somebody he knows that I know that knows him, that also knows me, that I know.
He's going to kind of go through that in a
Dude.
second, but it gets more and more convoluted. And then when he has to explain it to
Yeah.
Morgan, it gets even
Idiot.
better. But there's more accusations.
Patrick has said he was going to come steal my cat.
Fuck yeah, I am.
He said he was going to liberate Gordon
Oh yeah,
from
liberate.
this oppression. I'm sorry, sir, but if you are feeding your kid and or cat weird meat, that sounds like it's abusive, and that cat deserves better than that. It was a joke based off of your joke.
It is a joke.
but
It's a joke.
Again, jokes only go one way. You can only joke about feeding your kid, your other kid.
Yeah.
But you can't understand that we would also joke about then freeing your cat from that oppression. But
Yeah.
okay,
And 100%,
okay.
100% like, it's a joke, dude. Like, I'm not coming to take your cat or kidnap your cat, but
That being
I would
said,
take your fucking
somebody
cat.
should take the cat
No,
out of that
I'm
dangerous situation.
saying no questions asked tomorrow. Send me DM. Send me one of those gay emails you love so much. I don't care. I'll take the cat fucking yesterday. Done deal.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
It would be in a better
I'll quit
home.
YouTube. Give me that cat.
Mm-hmm. It would be in a better home.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supporting my family? Patrick has said he was going to come steal my cat. And I don't fucking know if these guys are being like, if it was just an off the cuff remark on one stream that they did about us when all their other content was about other shit, be like, okay, whatever, you're not going to steal my cat. These guys have made almost all content about us.
We've made all of our content about him. All of it.
Almost.
Granted, if he's just looking at the videos on here,
Yeah.
they've come up quite a bit. But when he's saying all content, that's just not accurate.
And I'll always.
I do like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
5 or 6 streams a week, and
Yeah.
the majority of my content is not based around them. But sadly, the majority of my content is not actually on my channel. But fair enough. I will take that. The channel does focus on
Yeah,
them a lot.
100%.
But if you look at the live streams, not many of those, if any, are about you guys, other than when I'm actually talking to you guys. But on top of that, well, I guess we'll talk about it once he shows my channel. But
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Right. And about me, almost in particular, they really fucking don't like me. So when this fucking guy says he's going to steal my cat, I don't know what they said. There was somebody in the chat talking to them saying that he hired a private investigator. Okay. I don't know if that's true. I doubt it. But there was another stream where Patrick said that he talked to people that know me in real life. That people, in real life is in like off YouTube. Like he found some people that know me and they've been saying nobody fucking likes me. Everybody distrusts me. And then, of course, it ended up saying that I'm actually a groomer or a pedophile or whatever. So because of course that's what fucking people go to.
So that seems weird. I guess let's clear this up. That's
I'd like to
probably
clear
not
the air.
the coolest thing to joke about. But have you ever made that claim that you know anybody in the world that knows him?
Absolutely not. Never, not even
Yeah,
close,
we-
not
we
even,
did
not
clear that
even
up.
in a joke have I made that.
Yeah.
Not even like
And we did clear that up in a previous video as
Yeah.
well. That
No
but
idea.
He doesn't seem to care.
And I have said
and then
I would never, if I knew Dane's real name, personal information, I would never release it because enough people hate him where I feel like something bad would happen to him, and I wouldn't want that on my conscience.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I think it would be really horrible if he always wore the mask, but I found like a picture of him without the mask.
Yeah,
I would feel like it would be wrong to use that. That would be incorrect.
That would be incorrect.
So I don't know. I just I don't get where he seems like he has some sort of moral high ground, especially when he did this quite frequently. So for like, I don't know, I think it was like, maybe it was a month, maybe it was just a couple weeks, but they would just go to this drop all the fucking time in every single way that they could, in any single way that they could play this.
Ed, get your
This is
get
a
your
big
finger out of
stretch.
your nose, Ed.
He never will. He keeps being told, but yeah, let's
idiot.
let's just take a listen to Dane's, how much he thinks that it's so wrong to call someone a PDF
Took a
file.
vacation recently. Apparently, Eric Glad took a vacation recently, and he had a good time. What he told me he was doing was
children.
So
Ed is such a moron.
He really is.
Sorry, just that laugh. You can tell like his understanding of really the world.
Oh my God, he's dumb as a
but
bag of
yeah,
rocks.
Just they would go to that drop for everything, and then they would use every stretch that they could to just drop in that line where Eric July said the words
constantly.
"fucking children," and he was talking about people with their stupid arguments, not actually an advocation for a very horrible, horrible act. But they used deceptive editing to drop that into every sentence that they could. I don't know. These guys have no honor, but it is weird that that would be his go-to. But if anyone throws anything even remotely at him, like, oh my God, it's egregious, which again, you never did, but fuck this guy.
Yeah. And
I mean, it hasn't bled over into my like personal life really. Only in the sense that like, Morgan is a friend, and it really pisses me off that they're going to bring Morgan into it and talk about Morgan that way. So you guys want to check out some legit? These is just actual questions that some middle of the road centrist, some rational guys sent to DJ. They're trying to get him. I'm not going to say who they are because that's what they want. But like, yeah, there's some desperate clout sharks for sure.
Insert Jaws theme here. I'm ready.
Except it's kind of like got the yakety sax sound to it. Yeah, so they sent DJ these questions as like a look. This is a conversation we want to have, and DJ is too smart for this. And but I just figured it might be interesting to kind of break these down and I don't know, the mind of a centrist kind of thing.
Again, we've never identified as centrist. We never said these are questions from a centrist. It was a question from one human being named Patrick to another human being who calls himself DJ Eric. But, it was two human beings that were supposed to have a conversation. But, he can take that as it's questions from just some enlightened centrists. Like, I don't know.
I love that too. These guys, they dragged Morgan into this. They dragged Morgan into this by me dragging Morgan onto a stream and Willow and opening them up to, what is obviously the middle of a fucking feud between me and these guys. But it was them. They dragged them in. It's like, no, Dick, you did it. You did it.
No, we're just bad people.
Yeah.
No, we're bad people, Patrick. It was us.
Yeah.
We
my
should have
bigoted,
had a few.
transphobic nature. I just couldn't help myself.
Gray's made some pretty awesome. I guess it's Gray that's doing it. Kind of AI versions of me where I'm like fat and I fucking got a big beard and it's like wearing the Captain America helmet. It's like that's fucking hilarious. That really does get under my skin because, like and it's not because I'm offended. I've said this before. It's because I fucking hate that I have to share fucking planet with people like this. The title of his stream is like, just be honest. I'm nothing but honest, man. Like nothing but. I literally almost can't help it because I have the autism formerly known as Asperger's, and that's almost like I just say what I think. You may not like it. I may be wrong, and go back and change stuff. But like, it is what I think at the time.
You have the autism formerly known as bullshit. That's what you got, motherfucker.
No, he's got self-diagnosed medical grade honesty. Okay, you can't fuck with that.
Yeah,
it's medical grade.
He's got asshole burgers.
Indeed, he definitely does. But yeah, that whole genocidal comment, I can't believe this guy. Like that is just
I can
so
believe
fucked
it.
up. Good. Have you ever said that you just hate that you have to share this planet with a certain type of people?
Not. I mean, I've never really felt that way until I met Dane. So I guess I get it.
Well, okay. Even knowing Dane, I'm still perfectly happy to share the planet with him.
Not me.
You know. Oh, okay.
There's,
well, then never mind.
Get your own fucking planet, weirdo.
Where do I go from here? Man, I wish they hadn't blocked me or whatever the fuck happened. Maybe I blocked. No, because I looked on several channels that I have here, and I blocked from all of them. It seems like. Let me try.
Stupid idiot. Jesus.
So I had to speed this up at 2.2 times speed, and I only captured about, I don't know, maybe a third of his search for our channel. I guess it's my name, but it's the channel in which we do business.
Yeah.
It took him forever to find it, and it just seems so weird. He brings up in a moment that, he's looked under all of his different channels, which is weird. Like, how would I know all of his alts to block him? But
and it's funny too
it's
because
me that blocked him, right? Like that's just how YouTube works. Like
it's funny too because he had said that he knew at a certain point not to take me. What was that noise? Not to take me seriously because I had alts on YouTube.
Yeah, that is true.
He's like, I knew right away. Don't take this guy seriously because he's got alts on YouTube. Oh my god! Like,
well, that way he only knew about 2 of them, or a second one. He only knew of 1 alt. But
I'm like all of his subs.
A good third of them, at least his recent ones. Yeah, that's totally not a joke, Dane. Let's take a look into this madness of clearly it's me and you blocking him because we know how to block every one of his alts. That's the only explanation for this.
And we would block the one. We'd block the guy that we supposedly make every single solitary bit of content about. We're gonna block that guy.
The guy that I tag in every fucking video so that he knows that we've made this.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. On top of this, so again, this is only about. Sorry, my dog is ringing a bell.
Right.
This is only about 3 minutes or so of this, 15-minute chunk of his stream. But let's let him keep going on, and then maybe I have a hypothesis as to why he couldn't find my channel.
Right. Yes. Okay, so we in the initiative know that watching our content causes YouTube to shove these channels in your face. And we know that the 3 dots maneuver doesn't help much, if at all. So from now on, we'll be linking to several third-party add-ons designed for one thing: chud blocking.
Perhaps I'm wrong, but I got a feeling that, maybe he's the one who used a third-party blocker, and maybe that's why he couldn't find the channel. But
he got reverse chud block. Somebody did a fucking chud block reverse Uno card on this fucking
You mean
guy.
I can't find this channel that I've tried to block in other means other than the...
Yeah.
That is weird.
Reverse Uno.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just got a feeling that could be what happened here.
Points or not, you can go, guys. Do not fucking subscribe to these guys. I mean, I encourage you if you want to, if you're interested about whether they have any valid points or not, you can go check it out. I just really don't think that they deserve any support.
They are not good faith actors, and I have receipts. So
yes, I do too. Can't make you do anything or not do anything. I'm sure if you're just a hate watcher, you're probably going to definitely subscribe to them.
Oh yeah, if you don't like what's done on this channel, yeah, go watch those guys. I guess
So here we go. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Okay, is that close? Like zoomed in enough or what?
Probably zoom in a little more.
Okay, so channel started 7 months ago. Seems like, or the first video was 7 months ago. It's about me. Second video, it's about me and Bob. Third video is about me and Bob and Ed. Fourth one is like a music video, which, oh, look, it's about the initiative.
Would you imagine that?
Then this one's about, Bob. Then is this a slur? And at this point,
my God.
So by this point, the Patrick thing had happened. And some of you might have been watching whenever that happened. Do you remember it, Morgan?
Not is this the questions thing, or is this something else?
This is something else. This is the
Okay.
guy that I brought on because he was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do vaguely remember this.
So he was in chat. We were talking about trans issues or whatever, and like he was saying some shit that I was giving benefit of the doubt at first,
Mhm.
and I, even though I had, and this is like why all the reason why now I'm much more inclined to listen to my trans audience whenever they tell me something like
they're
this.
really kind of
Okay,
upset.
now that's really fucked up. Now, we already showed the lore last week. We showed the actual video, not just the lore. But yeah, no, the Patrick thing actually happened before I got blocked, before I ever made a video about you. Patrick did see me after you blocked him, and I made a video about him and then advertised it. Very few people saw it, but Patrick was one of those. He's awesome. I don't know how he's like got his finger on the pulse, but he does.
I know.
And it's pretty amazing.
I have people.
He knows people in real
pay
life.
people.
It's kind of amazing. But yeah, he just seems to kind of have his timetables off on like just about
Shocking.
everything. Yeah.
Is Morgan going to give those receipts? When does that happen? Do we get receipts?
Oh, any day now. I'm sure. Morgan has so many receipts. I'm sure just any time now they're gonna release everything.
They're
But,
really kind of obsessed with Dane.
It's notable, and like to the point where I honestly question what the real motivation of this shit is, and like if I don't know, it's kind of conspiratorial of me, but I kind of feel like someone's pulling this fucking guy's strings.
Like, it maybe could just be like an unhealthy obsession, right? Like maybe he's got, who knows?
Could be.
Could be any number of things, none of which are good or acceptable.
And then ranking the initiative, and so this is the one that based on this video that they just did. And it's weird. It's weird that like Gray wants to like depict me as that fat because, look, man, I am not skinny. I'm definitely probably thicker right now than I have been a long time. But, man, I'm sorry, Gray is a fucking blob. He's just a fucking big fat piece of shit, and I can say that because I'm a littler piece of fat shit. So,
I don't know what he looks like.
he looks like a what I've said he looks like.
Right. You've had some very colorful language.
Yeah. And just like, well, of course he makes everybody look silly.
Sure.
Well, look who's in the thumbnail there.
Yep, I want to talk about that. So here is how I discovered them so we'll go back in time to when Willow and I were on answering those questions. I didn't know who they came from other than I think I knew they were sent to DJ.
Okay. Now that's really fucked up. Now we already showed the lore last week. We showed the actual video, not just the lore. But yeah, no, the Patrick thing actually happened before I got blocked, before I ever made a video about you. Patrick did see me after you blocked him, and I made a video about him and then advertised it. Very few people saw it, but Patrick was one of those. He's awesome. I don't know how he's like got his finger on the pulse, but he does.
I know.
And it's pretty amazing.
I have people.
He knows people in real
pay
life.
people.
It's kind of amazing. But yeah, he just seems to kind of have his timetables off on like just about
Shocking.
everything. Yeah.
Is Morgan going to give those receipts? When does that happen? Do we get receipts?
Oh, any day now. I'm sure. Morgan has so many receipts. I'm sure just any time now they're gonna release everything.
They're
But,
really kind of obsessed with Dane.
It's notable, and like to the point where I honestly question what the real motivation of this shit is, and like if I don't know, it's kind of conspiratorial of me, but I kind of feel like someone's pulling this fucking guy's strings.
Like it maybe could just be like an unhealthy obsession, right? Like maybe he's got, who knows?
Could be.
Could be any number of things, none of which are good or acceptable.
And then ranking the initiative, and so this is the one that based on this video that they just did. And it's weird. It's weird that like Gray wants to like depict me as that fat because, look, man, I am not skinny. I'm definitely probably thicker right now than I have been a long time. But, man, I'm sorry, Gray is a fucking blob. He's just a fucking big fat piece of shit, and I can say that because I'm a littler piece of fat shit. So,
I don't know what he looks like.
he looks like a what I've said he looks like.
Right. You've had some very colorful language.
Yeah. And just like, well, of course he makes everybody look silly.
Sure.
Well, look who's in the thumbnail there.
Yep, I want to talk about that. So here is how I discovered them so we'll go back in time to when Willow and I were on answering those questions. I didn't know who they came from other than I think I knew they were sent to DJ by someone. Like, okay.
Yeah, but you weren't told that they weren't for you. It was literally for one person to have a conversation with one other person to try and, open some sort of bridge of understanding.
A little dialogue.
A conversation. But instead, it was handed to a third party, and then that third party showed it to a fourth and fifth party to mock on a live stream in front of everybody. You were one of those, either the fourth or fifth party. And you know what? It's very strange, but we've never actually blamed you for that. We've only said that, hey, we understand that Dane framed this very poorly and, basically set you up to, be against us from the beginning. But perhaps you didn't know the full story.
Yeah.
That's all we've ever said.
Yeah, and by the way,
have
have we really ever mentioned Willow since this?
I don't think so. I think I mentioned not since this. Sorry, my dog is obsessed.
Not since the initial coverage of them covering it, but like
I don't think so.
No, because you know why? Because Willow's not an asshole.
Okay, that's fine. I'll answer the questions. And yeah, we dunked on them a not insubstantial amount, but like honestly, I don't think we lied about our positions. We found some issues with the questions. We're like, yeah, this is kind of shitty. So when the video of that came out a couple weeks ago now at this point, I replied to a comment because I put the video on in the background. And I'm like, oh, there's a comment mentioning it. I'm like, oh, well, I'll just try and clear this up. And suddenly this gray guy was on and telling me how you, Dane, have deceived me, and asserting all of this stuff about me. And, you should watch our video on you.
I just said that Dane primed them to not like us and negatively framed it from the beginning. So I don't blame their interpretation of it, but perhaps they want to actually look at what really happened. Was all I said. Not, you need to actually watch our video. Like, I didn't demand anything of them. I just said, yeah, we don't blame you, and we actually have
You were like, turn on your friend. Turn on your friend. You don't know me. Turn on him. Turn on him.
I did blame him. He 100% framed it incorrectly and
he's a
primed
fucking
them,
prick.
both Morgan and Willow, to hate us. But
and so they
did you watch it?
Well, I did not watch it. I went to their channel and I saw that they had like slapped a picture of me on a couple of their thumbnails and went, what the fuck is this and where did you get it? Now, if you see right now, like I'm here on the screen with Dane, there's a cute little robot guy there. That's normally how I am on the show. I think there's been like 1 or 2 times where I was on another computer that had a camera and I just didn't turn it off.
This is such I mean, I'm sorry, but this is so fucking indicative of how these guys are, right? Because like you said, Morgan has been visibly on camera twice. I'm pretty sure it's twice. We agree on that, I think.
Twice sounds right.
And only twice. So they had to decide to use that. So an image from that. One of those 2 streams. Both are months apart, by the way, like months and months apart from each other.
Yeah.
They had to find it, they had to screenshot it, and that's what they chose to use. And and then what did Patrick say in particular? Do you know?
So I was told after this interaction, that in that stream, Patrick called me a sexy or a nice piece of ass, something to that effect.
That's a hot slice of ass, baby. Get it right.
And both of them were very focused on how nice my hair was, in kind of a weird way to talk about some random person who you found a clip of online and the 2 times they're visible.
The other thing is that he uses Morgan's face on thumbnails, and they never show their face. They've done it like twice accidentally. And that takes a lot of research on their part, and that's disconcerting.
Right. Speaking of context, so someone made a whole like reaction video to when we answered those questions with Willow.
Yeah.
Did I hear that on Thursday?
again, we've been nothing but kind to Morgan,
losers.
but I wonder what Dane would say about Morgan if, again, I'm just a fucking blob. I wonder.
Yeah. But we wouldn't say that. We would say, you know what? We like your hair.
Rude. Yeah,
I like your
think
glasses.
Morgan's hair is beautiful, and I think Morgan's glasses game is way better than Dane's.
What absolute losers!
I know I started calling him mustard. I think mustard lesbian's better, and it makes me kind of like, I guess it's kind of homophobic. Really, I shouldn't call him that.
I would say don't besmirch the good name of lesbians.
I have no evidence of anything, so I'm not going to make a case for certainty. But it does seem like they're directed by someone. Like there's no reason for them to be so fixated on exclusively us. Anytime one of us has a conflict with anybody on the internet, and if that's a public thing, like DJ and this other piece of shit that was called them a slur and said something about getting AIDS or whatever, had nothing. They weren't connected to these people at all. But as soon as that happened and it became a thing, they're on his stream and stuff, and that's not the first time they've done that. They're like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've been on his stream for like 5 months.
Oh, he's talking about MSK.
Fuck you,
I thought he was talking about the
he's
racist
talking about
guy.
MSK, but he's kind of conflating the two. Again, MSK only uses slurs. I don't condone it, but whatever. I'll go on his show and dunk on him. Patrick, he seems to have a slightly different opinion.
I don't like
We've made
it.
ourselves
I
clear
just
about this
don't.
in the
I don't like it. I like MSK. I think he's a nice enough guy. I don't like that he uses slurs. Or I don't like when anybody does it. I just don't. It's not my cup of tea.
Well, I mean, like we both agree about what Nathaniel Howard is doing. Like that is just
He's a fucking
so
piece of
much over the
garbage.
line.
If that's like real, if that's
What
a real
MSK is
person,
doing-
like Nathaniel, I still am not 100% sure. I hate to be so conspiratorial, like, and turn into Dane here. Maybe I'm spending too much time
put
looking
out
at him.
a couple videos with his face.
Yeah?
I think he's
It's real- he's a real
man.
guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I just don't like to believe that there's a real guy who thinks like that.
Yeah,
So-
I think there really is a real guy that thinks like that.
It's a
But
shame.
we both agree that that's way over the line.
Yeah, it's fucking
For
crazy.
You, MSK might be a little bit over the line, but I just see him as a guy who's trying
Yeah.
anything for comedy, and he's going for shock factor.
Totally.
And I can see what he's doing. I used to work on construction sites with dudes like him. I used to be in bands with dudes like him.
Oh, I know guys
I
like
don't know.
that. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
just
It's not in a hateful way. Where I am getting that from that Nathaniel
just think-
guy, but
yeah.
I can still understand where you'd say no, not for me, and fair enough. But yeah, I didn't go and seek this guy out after he did that. I had been streaming with him for like 5 months or something like that, and then he did that, and I was already scheduled for his regular Tuesday show. So yeah, I went on there and we mocked these guys.
Yeah.
They're like literally going around and finding anybody that we've ever wronged or whatever. And they're like making friendly with them, and it's
Like
And then-
maybe it's just their hate hobby project, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't.
But I mean, even if that's the case, even if it's just their hobby to be hateful, hate us, why? Like, other than we might have said some stuff about you or whatever, but like,
I mean, why would you say stuff about us other than we've said some stuff about you? But other
Yeah.
than that, why would you do this? Yes, Dane logic. It is astounding. It's never quite what you
it's
think.
fucking insane. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, why did you punch me in the face? Why I came over here and kept punching you in yours? It's like, what?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why would you think that you could retaliate?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a great fella,
Yeah.
this Dane guy. But
Quite the physique on him, though. Look at him. That's all a man.
Exactly.
it seems like you're doing somebody's light work, is what it seems like. They're doing somebody's, kind of I don't have time for this, but I need somebody to do it.
Yeah.
One, he's fucking out of his mind. We're aware of this, that he's a goddamn lunatic. Like, and I'm not kidding around when I say there's something wrong. There's something wrong with Dane.
Oh, yes.
But
I think more than one thing. It's self-diagnosed. There's quite a few.
Yeah, and I mean, even beyond, he's just a
Yes.
fucking, he's an asshole on so many levels. But
Yeah, I think he's been multiple times diagnosed.
but
with
Dane
that.
can't help but always tell on himself in one way or another, and he's like,
Well, it's a medical condition.
yeah, it's diagnosed self by self. He's like, oh, somebody's doing their light work. Like, I don't have time for this shit. Like, they're doing the light work for somebody, which means he thinks of himself as fucking light work. He thinks of himself
Yes.
as not even worthy of the sweat off of Eric July's balls. And I don't even give a shit about Eric July. I only be
to equate this to like Star Wars, he's a stormtrooper. If we're to equate it to Power Rangers, he's a putty. Whatever you want to call him, man. Like, he is not the boss.
No.
He is. He's definitely low level, and it is telling where he ranked himself for sure. But he doesn't keep his hatred to us.
No.
He hates many.
He spreads it
and,
around.
He spreads it far and wide.
Hate me. Oh, he gets their attention because they fucking hate me. I mean, that's the thing. They fucking hate me. Simple as that. Nerdette is a fucking piece of shit, trash person who literally advocates for making it easier for PDF files to be PDF files.
I think she actually just claimed that you were using a guy as a source who is also very much pro-pedo shit. And then you got all butthurt and then somehow made this weird narrative that she is pro-pedo. I don't know. It's really weird. You got really busted on that.
Dean did like a whole fucking stream where he was like advocating for that
he
shit.
re-uploaded part of his other thing
Yeah.
and then advertised about it. Yeah.
And I'll just
Dane's a
say
fucking
right
idiot.
now, maybe it's a hot take. I don't think so. Tristan Nerdette, she's my friend. I like her. I think she's cool.
Yeah. Tristan's awesome.
And maybe
it's
I
really fucked up what he's about to say.
Yeah, and maybe I throw the friend word around a little much, but you know what? I've talked to her on a personal level, and it wasn't on stream, it wasn't for show, and she was nothing but amazing, sweet, supportive. So fuck anybody who's got a problem with Tristan. You can come fucking talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I fully agree. And there have been times where I haven't stood up for her as hard as I should have. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She offered me a platform when I was nobody, and she was just willing to talk and everything. I think that's really awesome. Yeah, I can't say enough good about Nerdette's newsstand. She's awesome.
Yeah.
But these guys are real assholes, right?
Yeah.
And so, because she's a fucking idiot. She's a fucking living ashtray.
It's a living ashtray.
Now, at first, I thought that was like just some shitty thing, like people have commented on her voice before, but after thinking about it, what is a living ashtray? Is that like, I don't know, could that be a weird coded way of talking about, like putting cigarettes out on somebody or something like that? Like, I don't know.
Like a
it just seems
self-harm
really
thing?
fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think Dana's
it
a
could
fucking
be.
asshole.
I wouldn't put it above.
I would
him.
offer him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he's not smart enough to think of an insult.
More
on two
than
levels,
likely,
but,
it was something that like somebody that Dane like probably loved or cared about, like an authority figure, called him that as a child, and that's what he lashes out as. Like probably some girl he wanted to bang in high school who wouldn't like look his direction was like, you're a human ashtray, and he's been saving that because we all know he's got a hot number for Nerdette.
Oh, for sure. But do you
Who
think
doesn't?
that he would? I don't know. Do you think he would offer that same benefit of the doubt to anybody,
No.
or do you think he would take the worst possible interpretation that, of course, this is talking about like abuse?
Yeah.
Of course, that's what they meant. I
Chunky
think that's
monkey
one of the reasons
abuse.
Why we hate these guys? Yeah, exactly. It's weird. Different rules for the in-group.
Rip-averse goalposts is most likely just Eric and or his wife or someone very close to him. They're kind of stupid. Hey, look, that matches with Eric. So these are creators that don't have good intentions because they're so fixated on the guy who's trying to fucking call out harm.
Oh, you don't understand. That's all that Dane does. He just tries to call out harm.
With harm.
He, makes his threats. That's just, that's from a, he's just trying
It's
to
like
call out
fire
harm
with
when he's
fire,
making threats.
fighting fire with fire. He's fighting harm with harm.
So I want to get back to the whole thing with this pattern of Grays where they will find someone who has had some kind of clash or conflict with the initiative, and they will try to like single them out and get that. Like it just starts to seem like a fucking sinister operation going on over there. I mean, I'm not the only one out here saying the shit I say, by the way.
No.
That's why it's like, what the fuck is happening here? Whenever it's like, there's clearly a fucking vendetta against me, whether it's personal on their part or their fucking puppet master or whatever.
He's talking about Mr. What? Mr. Beck, though.
Yeah.
We can't let him talk about Mr. Beck.
Don't talk about our fucking employer that way. We'll have we'll have you taken care of, Beck style.
Yeah, you want the Charles treatment?
Yeah, seriously. We'll have you stripped of. We'll have your we'll have your fucking security clearance just pulled right out from under you.
I'm sorry, the operational security
Dipshit.
is not in place anymore.
Do you think the reason I asked you to pause? Do you think that like at some point, like I don't even know who any of these fucking guys are. That's why it irritates me when they're like, these are the guys they stand up for. I have no fucking idea. I just like when people either argue or talk on the internet. But do you think people like maybe Eric July or who's like another big internet-y YouTube-y, like would EVS be somebody?
Yeah, I mean, like, he's definitely
I'm
not
looking.
as big, but
I'm
yeah.
looking for people who have like a heavy amount of, let's call them detractors.
Yeah, EVS has a ton of detractors. Yeah.
Okay,
that would totally
so
work.
do you think that at a certain point, like, not him per se, but just people like him sat and were like, why are all these people making videos about me that they say they fucking hate me? Like, do you think any of them were like, what the fuck? Like Dana's doing, not to say Dana's on his way to something bigger. He's not. But like,
with any luck,
I mean, maybe theirs were different. Maybe theirs was more, there was a lot more like, hey, you're doing awesome than there was the bad ones.
I think so. I know, like, they definitely got detractors. That was the whole thing about, like, Comicsgate and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely been detractors from the beginning, and, like, Eric July always did, like, the monetize your haters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, like, I think they were there. I think they just dealt with them a different way. They didn't, like, immediately block them and show how much they got.
I'm just wondering, when is enough? When is it, like...
Well, once he's blocked them all, I think he's using the Pokemon
Gotta
method,
block them all.
Gotta block them all. Yeah. So once they have all been blocked, it will be enough. But I don't know, man. It seems like an obsession to me. I could be wrong. I am just guessing.
Yeah.
I don't have the receipts to back it up.
No receipts.
I would like to know when will be enough for him. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. Maybe you should take a break.
Like, I think they try to, they tried to like, I think they try to fuck with me by saying things like they hired a private investigator, or that they've talked to people that know me in real life or whatever.
Okay, that's stalker behavior.
Hold on. They didn't say that, but somebody in the chat of Charles's video said that to them, to Patrick, and Patrick, it's like, he said something like, "Is this because of the private investigator you hired?" And then Patrick said, "Yep."
Oh, yeah.
So wait, the private investigator claim is somebody else asked you in a chat, like, is this because of the private investigator you hired? Could that have been what's commonly referred to as a joke?
I know exactly who asked. I know exactly who asked me that question. It was mysterious.
I
it was
do
Mysterious
too.
Stranger. That motherfucker always getting me in trouble.
Next week, that guy is going to be on our special Halloween episode, our finale of the season, if you will, season finale. That's the order to put those words in. Mysterious Stranger is going to bless us with his presence, hopefully.
Yeah, so
it is on the books.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, it is on the books, so, I guess it is in the future, so no telling whether something's going to happen, but, yeah, he happened, so he'll go ahead and, well, I guess we're not talking about these fuckers, so never mind, but I assure you, he was just joking in that chat when he said, "Oh, is this about the private investigator you hired?" Nobody would spend a dime to find out the goddamn thing about these morons.
No, are you crazy?
You can find out all you need to know by watching one of their streams. But yeah, it wouldn't.
You know why I said? You know why I said yep?
They criticize.
I said yep because I couldn't think of anything funny to write back at the moment. I was gonna, I was thinking about it for a minute because I like the little funny things all the time.
You're quippy.
As Bob says, he's a troll. But he's a troll. He can't take anything he says seriously. He's a troll.
Patrick is a troll.
I don't know. I feel like I'm sucking myself right now. But then there's like this type of shit, and we looked at this the other day, or talked about it the other day, rather. Channel, at least one channel that is focused entirely on me and us.
Me.
Okay, that's not fair. So all of my live streams have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
I might focus mainly on you, but again, I would say you focus mainly on Eric July. I think it's a little hypocritical.
Well, you know what it is?
You hide all of your streams, and at least one part of each stream you dedicate to your Lord and Savior, Eric July.
And it's slightly out of context too, because, like you're saying, I can never do live because of my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So we always have to find a time to record, and the only videos that you fucking record pretty much are there in your videos, right? And the rest is under live.
Yeah, pretty much.
So flip a fucking page, motherfucker.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. You don't want context with anything. Come on. And then he definitely wouldn't go to the playlist where you can see like over the, I don't know, like 40 things I have on other people's channels. Oh, well, it's all.
You're very active. You're a very active boy.
Yeah, what can I say?
Like, I don't know if you realize how fucking weird this is, but like, even if it doesn't immediately have us or me or whatever in the thumbnail or title, you can guarantee that it's going to be in there somewhere. But I mean, most of them do. Just finding the fucking most
Freudian slip incoming.
egregious shit. I mean, not even egregious. I'm sorry. I'm finding the most insignificant shit to make it out to be the most egregious shit they possibly can. I actually do have some information on that, and I can't talk about it right now, but I do have some confirmation that these guys were directed by someone.
Oh shit! We got to get back to Mr. Beck. He's on to us.
And that's it's notable, right? Like,
it is notable that you've said that like at least 10 times. I only have like 5 times in this video where you said it, but we have numerous ones in our previous videos. I didn't grab any of those clips because these are all from the last like week or so, the last 2 weeks. Yeah, dude, you are so fucking paranoid. It is like crazy. You just see us behind like every hedge that's out to get you. Patrick is hiring people to follow you around, although I'm sure you never leave your house.
Yeah,
or, sorry,
it was easy.
your closet.
It was easy to find you.
Yeah, well, I mean, all you had to do is type in Google Friends Closet, and Dane was there. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy. The paranoia from us attacking him to hiring people to come after him to knowing things about him in real life to hiring private investigators, and then just so many crazy accusations. And we're sponsored by somebody. We were just somebody's. What did he call us? Not light work doers or something like that. I mean, I understand, may the light favor us in what we do, but I wouldn't say that we
made
do somebody's light
We
work.
made easy work of you, so.
It's true. He is a putty. But yeah, let's go on with more of these accusations.
No, YouTube does. Yeah. And it's notable, right? Like, no, YouTube doesn't do anything because what are they going to do? What has he done wrong, right? Like, these kind of guys will say that they're just doing the same thing that we do, right? We cover Eric July all the time and stuff, and it's like, well, I looked at it the other day. I didn't start covering Eric July until last year. And then it's been about maybe one in every 4 or 5 videos uploads that I do.
Yes, but every single live stream, we could prove this, but you kind of hide those. They're all private, buddy. But is about him specifically, or sometimes just like him and other people. That's not the same thing as this, right? Like this. It's just not the same thing. I mean, this channel, his first videos, at least the first ones that are still up, were about me. And he's really dumb because, like, you see he's got the thumbnail there. Like, for one thing, like, what is wrong with you, man? Like, your thumbnails look fucking shitty as hell. But he literally has this screenshot of me doing, the old, right, which I did on purpose. And literally in the video, when I do that, I said, "Go ahead and get your screenshots, guys." Like, go ahead and clip this and make a GIF out of it. Well, it sounds like he invited me to.
I like how he curls the tongue, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think you're making me look bad by doing the thing that I already did, knowing that people would get screenshots? I don't know. These guys really suck.
Doesn't it seem to be getting under his skin, though, that I did exactly what he invited everyone to do?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what? But I didn't disarm you by saying you could do this? It's like, no.
It's like,
you said I could do
don't
it,
look
so
at
I
me
did.
piss my pants.
I don't know. Not sure. We'll see. We somehow have developed like a little ecosphere of some channels that have really dedicated themselves to just coming at us nonstop, like exclusively us. It's weird. They lie, they misrepresent the truth, and they'll use facts to attempt to paint us as hypocrites. And sometimes maybe
then they'll use facts.
They use facts to paint us as hypocrites.
Well, that's it. They found.
Can you believe that they use facts to show that we're hypocrites?
They found our secret weapon.
Oh my god!
That's it. We got.
What the fuck? All we do on the initiative is just use accusations.
Yeah.
No facts whatsoever.
We just been making shit up, like over at the TFI
Do you
here.
believe they use facts as some sort of like way to base their argument? Like what?
It's like I call Morgan up and I'm just like, listen to this shit I'm about to make up. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of where right from the horse's mouth.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ.
jackass's mouth.
Everyone can be. Sometimes maybe we are hypocritical. Everyone can be. But when they fixate on this instead of the real harm and obviously harmful rhetoric espoused by the people they're fans of.
No, you don't understand. When other people say rhetoric and he says harmful rhetoric, you got to focus on everybody else. Once the world is all taken care of, then you can worry about Dane. You got to understand, he always goes last, like in a human centipede.
I'm not going to rehash the fucking details, exact details of it, but he harmed or tried to harm Charles.
Many people.
And many, many more.
There is that.
And I know.
It is really fucked up. I don't think it would be. Yes, we don't have to say exactly how he harmed, because, but he definitely did knowing harm. Like, he sat there like 4 or 5 different times, like, should I do this? No, I won't do this.
And even after the fact, he was like,
Should I do this?
it's still
I don't
not
know.
wrong because
And
it cleared my name. Like, fuck you, man. Are you fucking crazy? Like, honestly, I know the whole, like, oh, fighting, but, like, I mean, I'd kick your ass for that. Like, that's fucking crazy. Are you out of your mind?
And it's deserved.
Fucking punk.
But wait, he's going to take full responsibility for it,
course.
because, you know, that's what he
Or
does.
that they run defense for. It reveals an ethical and moral fault on their part. We are accountable for our mistakes, and we will answer to one another and others that we know are acting in good faith. We will never answer to anyone who's defending the creators that we typically cover on this channel. But if you think calling out hypocrisy, whether it's valid or not, negates patterns of hateful language and content, your moral compass is not one that we value. However,
I don't think it does. I think that's really fucked up for you to say, it's okay when I do it, but when these guys do it, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I think that is very hypocritical. I think you are both wrong, and I think you both should be held to the same standard. Apparently you don't agree with that, and you think your side is just fine when they do it, but when the other side does it, that's egregious.
That's the look he has on his face. Look at the look. Right now is like, I don't fucking get it. Like, why don't these guys just like it when I fucking say shit all the time, and then they're gonna say things back to me? What? Like, look at, he's furious.
Whether it's accurate or not.
Yeah.
Why are they talking back?
Unless he just has resting bitch face, but that's the impression I get from this fucking guy. Like, you know, what? How could they take me back? Fuck you.
Yeah. He doesn't quite get it, does he?
My part, I take complete accountability for what some see as mistakes that I've made, and I'm just not sure. I hear it from different people. I really don't know. So I'm taking accountability anyway. I shared DM screenshots out of a desperate need to defend what I feel are very clear false claims being made about me. I believe the screenshots did that. I believe that they, debunked some of those things. But they were also a step too far for my friend and my collaborator, Bob, Organized Chaos.
And most of your audience and us
Yeah,
as well.
and about
Charles,
400
person that you did
fucking
it
people.
to. Yeah,
Overall.
like everyone who saw that fucking video. But yeah, okay, just Bob. You're right. He's
and some have told me that it was justified, and then some have told me it's not. But having hurt my friend or having done anything that's even remotely interpreted as somehow bringing someone's like family into this stuff, for that I am regretful. For that I am not proud. Okay, and I apologize to any harm or potential harm or perceived harm that those could have done. I believe though that it's wholly unreasonable to ignore or dismiss the events that led to these mistakes, if in fact that's what they were. And this isn't weasel. I'm not trying to use weasel language. I genuinely, hearing it from different people, and I'm kind of like at a two minds about it. So yeah, the events leading up to the mistake, including someone who I trusted and considered a friend, which isn't something I do easily, out of the blue, deciding to ally with two people who, as we will soon see, have dedicated their entire online presence to stalking, harassing, smearing, slandering, threatening not just me, not just the other guys in this group, but then like my co-host of my other show.
I understand he believes in team sports, but Charles didn't ally with us. He just offered us a branch to a conversation.
Yeah.
That was it. We're not on a team, but you know what? He's a great guy.
Team friendship.
I hope to collab with him. Yeah, we are hopefully friends now, but yeah, it's not this whole team thing, dude. It's not us versus them. Like, it's really weird. He didn't defect to a different side.
Yeah.
He saw you for what you are. And we've tried to show everybody else. And, we became a little bit like you.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. So we're stopping.
Crossed
here.
over to the Dane
But,
side.
we definitely don't want to become you, sir. But, yeah, just be really cognizant that you are doing this whole us versus them thing. You don't have to, man. Who did we threaten or slander? Like, the only one that I can think that threatened them in any way was that Nathaniel guy.
Mhm.
Like, if he wants to call slander, cool, give us any sort of receipt. We will prove whatever our accusation is, or we will retract it. We'd be more than happy to.
It's not even part of the initiative. And engaging in some pretty atrocious fucking language about, just all around. And I think that context is important to keep in mind, that my mistakes made, if you feel that that's what they were made under duress and out of like kind of just a desperate moment. And
Listen, I'm sorry that I made mistakes, if that's what you feel like they were. But know that, when I made those mistakes, it was under duress. So
This
we're
is
good.
so similar, and maybe this is like I don't know, is like Lefty or something, or is that what they call these people? I have no idea.
That is what he identifies.
Maybe
as,
this
you
is
know.
some kind of like thing because remember, DJ Eric, he's got a similar story about his accountability and his apology to me, and it's like literally starts out like I know it's coming. Spoilers. It's like I'm sorry that you feel that way and that you feel hurt by this, and there's not
That
much
would
I
even
can
be
do about
more.
your feel.
He's saying that he acknowledges that you feel. Like that's it. It's not even like I'm sorry that you feel. It's I acknowledge that you feel.
It's like just fucking learn a lesson. How about just do that? Jesus Christ, this
They
guy.
can't do that. That would be too far.
We tried to teach
they're
him
not gonna
14
learn.
times.
They just don't want to learn. Yeah, let's let's let Dane finish with this masterpiece of an apology. It's gonna really touch your heartstrings here at the end.
And I do apologize for them. That said, these guys have also not, and I'm not talking about Charles here. I'm talking about these other guys. They brought my family into it.
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
You brought your income into it. We just mentioned, really? Don't you have more than just one person to support? And then you brought your family into it. Fair enough. If you want to call it that, fine. That is the closest we came to bringing your family into it. Just questioning, like, hey, so this seems like a very small amount of money, and I think you've got to, support another life. So, perhaps.
Yeah, I said it's no way to raise a family, motherfucker. Like I didn't.
Yeah, Joker. I'm glad, man. I'm glad that after all this time, the mail finally got there. Like I sent it like way back. No, I'm just kidding. Apologize for the delay. Remind me to not give away omnibuses anymore because I went to the post office like 3 different times over the last couple of months to go mail those, and then I would get to the thing and they'd be like $54 to ship 2 of them to 2 different places, and I'm like, man, that's like the rest of my money right now. So finally I got some birthday money and I shipped them to you. So happy birthday to me. But yeah,
happy birthday.
Sorry about that. From now on, no more omnibus giveaways. Just strictly.
Well, you can't feed your kids that way, Dane.
I know.
Like,
Well,
you can't feed your
they're all dead now anyway, DJ. Like, you know that. Come on. All my kids died of starvation.
I'm so sorry for your loss, man.
It's okay. It's okay.
Job and stop living off the goddamn government and pretending that $75 a month is enough for you to fucking feed a family or even yourself. You fucking failure.
It gets them.
They've mentioned my children. They've painted narratives about me that we can get into here pretty soon. And I just think all that stuff needs to be recorded. And other than that, I don't want to address any of this anymore because it's just not fun. And yeah, that's it.
Fun.
Okay, so I cut Bob's out of this. Bob's was just honestly, I don't know how to say it other than he seemed like an idiot reading a ransom note.
I know.
I wanted to keep it for the hilarity value, just the chuckles in it, but for brevity's sake, I cut it out. But yeah, I think maybe this is still up somewhere on one of their channels.
I can do a quick sum up of it. It's
please do.
It's like I have no spine, and I turn my back on my friends under the slightest amount of pressure. I'm a piece of shit with no fucking morals, and I think it's okay to dismiss people if you can call them a troll. And Charles just fuck Charles. It was exactly.
You forgot Patrick is a troll, and I think there was also.
And you're a bad faith
had to lose
mother.
track of where you're reading, and definitely. Make it obvious that you're reading from a script, and there's probably, some sort of device that shoots propelled things off screen. That would give it kind of the flair that he was going for. That really was kind of what Charles's cold open was. Again, shout out to Charles.
Yeah, God bless
hilarious
America.
Guy. At least he's got a sense of humor, and that's more than I can say for these guys. But the one that had the most attitude in these hostage videos was DJ Eric. Oh, wait, sorry, DJ Air.
Look at this fucking guy.
Wick? DJ
Airwick.
That must be it. Air something.
Because he's very refreshing.
Listen, this is something that I've waited a really long time to do because you guys are pretty much garbage people. Like by you guys, I mean Gray, Pooh, whatever, and Patrick.
Easy.
I wonder how long it took him to write the Gray Pooh whatever.
Gray Pooh whatever.
Well, you'll see he knows my name very clearly in a second. He actually pronounces it correct, unlike, Dane. But I think that's intentional.
First, let's get that out. Why? I don't give a fuck what you think about me. First, let's get that out there. You can think whatever you want about me, call me a hypocrite. Clip the fuck out of this. Please do it. Please do. You keep bringing up these fucking questions. Let me explain how this happened, because everybody's heard everyone else talk about this except for me.
So Dane re-released it on his channel. We didn't bring it up. He then put the mustard and the starfish on the cover of it, and again called us centrists or whatever.
It's like, why would we?
Didn't bring this
yeah,
up
why would we bring this up again?
We cleared the air on it once and for all, and then he decided to, reignite those fires.
These questions.
And then decided to get Morgan in to talk about it some more. So, it's not really us stoking the flames of this question thing. It's settled.
All roads lead back to Dane.
And it was my fucking DMs with Patrick that it came from that. So at the end of May, I commented on some random person's post where they said that cisgender was a slur.
So there was a gentleman on Twitter who said, I am not a cis male. I'm a man. I'm a man who is unashamed of being a man. I'm a man who will not welcome any prefix attached to my existence. We have always been called men, and I don't see any reason for that to change now. And to that, DJ Eric from Eric's Reloaded, he said, this is giving self-inflicted ignorance. Even if you were right about always, which you are not, language and communication changes. This idea of tradition over language is pretty stubborn for absolutely no reason. Yes, you're a man, but even if you don't like it, you're cis. Which seems a little forceful.
It does. I think you were only here trying to bring some understanding, like, hey, let me show you a different way that this could be used against you, that why that logic is not that good.
Yeah. This is all like before Elon Musk did that crazy tweet that set everybody on fire. There was no cis as a slur conversation happening.
Yeah. It was actually just before that, which is why we ended up doing our first episode on that, which has nothing to do with these guys. And we came down on the side of, we don't think it's a slur, but I think, people should have preference as to what they identify as.
False narrative, number one? Right out of the gate?
It doesn't seem very reasonable or understanding. It seems
Patrick decided, like he does quite often, trolling Twitter looking for trans topics.
Yeah, I do like trans topics.
Because that's what he does in his spare time.
You know what's funny too is that like one of like the biggest arguments I've ever had on Twitter was like me arguing that I don't think it's gay to think trans women are attractive. I think it's gay to sleep with them, but like I don't think it's gay to think they're hot. You know what I mean? It's not gay to want to fuck
either.
them.
And it seems like if there's a spectrum, it would be less gay than thinking like, I don't know, Schwarzenegger is hot, or
that's what I'm saying.
Think of like the other side of the spectrum.
Like I have this
than,
whole thing about it, like where I'm like, if there's an attractive girl walking down the street, you check her out and you're not like that vagina's looking sweet. You're like, look at the legs, look at the body, look at the, and obviously I guess once you get down to it, fine, but I don't know. But that's one of the things they probably found. And then the other thing was is me arguing with him, like, hey, don't you want?
No, you're always talking to transes and talking about transes.
I'm sure I do.
Nose.
I talk about whatever anybody's talking about that's like topical that I want to get involved in.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Tash.
Yes.
Take a look at that girl's fucking profile. Tell me you wouldn't fuck that girl. Get it?
He wanted to jump in because that's what he does in his spare time. Patrick, go to his Twitter and type trans in the search, and you will see him having plenty of conversations about trans people on Twitter. It's almost exclusively what he talks about on Twitter. But he decided he wanted to jump in my conversation. And so I had to put on the big boy pants and explain to him why cisgender is not a slur.
Are you seriously telling someone how they need to identify? My man over here doesn't want to be called cis. He just said that.
To which Eric responded, cisgender is not about personal identity. It's an identifier from trans. You can tell me not to call you cis, but it doesn't change the fact that you are cis. Sorry you don't like language. Which is, a little judgmental.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So you kind of tried to explain possibly what this guy is thinking.
Yeah, so I said, this guy clearly attaches his personal identity to being a man. He doesn't like being called cis, but you're still doing it and saying too bad. That's like saying, I don't care if you identify as a woman. You're a man, and I'll call you a man. Sorry if you don't like language.
Yeah,
that didn't go well for him. I made several videos about it, and he kept doing all of this dumb shit going back and forth with me. And then we ended up in DMs.
Oh, so he had his pants on. Oh, no, sorry. He put his pants on and then wound up in DMs with you. Yeah, I don't think that went the way that he thought it did.
No.
Yeah, there's kind of two
It
sides.
didn't go well for him. It, like, once again, the narrative, like, it did, like, I was quivering in a corner, like, oh my god, I should have never said anything, Mr. Star Captain. Like, you know, yes, I'm a cis man, and I'm cis heteronormative, that's me, just, I'm sorry, Mr. Brilliant Gay Man. Like, get the fuck...
Served again.
Yeah. It was more like
once you got some ointment for those burns that he gave.
Yeah,
you,
it was more like, hey, stop
you know.
being a dick. Like, why are you being a dick to this guy? He's just saying, like,
Oh, you don't understand. That didn't go your
yeah,
way.
apparently.
DMs were going to be a conversation, not a debate, because I don't want to debate. So let's have a conversation. So I went into this thinking this is a person that has been really shitty to just about every single member of my podcast. And I wanted to kind of sit back and go, hey, maybe there is a conversation to be had. Maybe there's something we could talk about here. So,
you know, I'm a Jersey guy, but I am genuinely exhausted by all of this infighting. I don't think it's useful. And that's why I saw this going on, and I'm like, you know, maybe Eric's the guy you can talk to, because he seemed fairly reasonable. And that's why I kind of jumped on this. But,
yeah.
But then it goes
Agreed.
on.
I thought he also seemed really reasonable.
Yeah.
Up until the events that have unfolded in the last week that led to this eventful week. But yeah, it seemed like, you know, Eric was actually receptive to this offer, which seemed really cool.
Yeah.
So Eric responded to you. I don't want to debate because I'm not trying to gotcha anyone. That goes nowhere. Agreed. That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's counterproductive. It puts everyone in a defensive position. Yeah, which nobody should be in. I wouldn't say no to a discussion, but I would not go into it with surprise topics. So that kind of leads to what's coming up, but not going to commit to a date, but I'll consider it.
And I told him, I said, I don't want to debate either.
Mm-hmm.
It's like saying I'm going into this with the intent I'm not agreeing. That's not what I'm looking for. And I agree, no surprise topics. I'm actually looking for common ground and understanding. My goal is to get us all on the same page.
Perfect. Let me think about it. That's not a no. I appreciate the clarification and well wishes. I'll get back to you and let you know soon.
And I said, hey, DJ Eric, I hope all is well. Let me know if you're still interested in talking. No debates. I think we both agree those are useless. You can DM me if you'd like to discuss further. I really want to bring our tribes together. I'm so tired of us all talking past each other.
To which Eric responded the next day, I got you. I haven't forgotten. June's extremely busy for my business, so I don't have a ton of time to be online. I have some prior commitments that I need to fulfill, but we'll reach out soon. To which you responded.
And I said, great, no problem. I figured June would be rough as far as scheduling goes. Looking forward to hearing from you. Talk soon.
So we went back and forth a little bit, and at this point, it was the beginning of Pride Month. I was very busy. There was a lot of things going on. And so he sent over some questions. At first glance, because I was very busy when I looked at them, they looked very generic. To be honest, they were generic questions. There wasn't very much there specific about me or...
Well, it wasn't supposed to be specifically about you. Like, what did you want? Like the question, like,
why are you gay?
Know what I mean? Like, exactly. Like, come on, that would be unreasonable and that would be bad faith. No, it was kind of more questions about understanding and how we could...
Where does the penis go during the sex? In your arm?
Procedure?
Is it in the belly button?
Yeah, it's just interesting. Yeah, I guess I don't quite understand what he wanted from these questions, but apparently yours were too generic. He wanted a more custom, tailored to his specific beliefs. Again, I remember him painting it before as like his critics all think, why should you exist? And it's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck says why should you exist? I don't know.
Or
none of that.
Anybody I associate with or anything along those lines. So I thought this can't be true. This is too good to be true, right? There has to be something else going on here. So because
he asked you, hey, do you want to send me some questions? I'll look over them. So you put some thought into it. You took like a day. You came up with some questions. I thought they were really good questions. You sent them to me and said, do these sound fair? And to tell you the truth, they were in a completely different direction than I thought they'd be. And they seemed really fair to me. And it seemed like a great way to kind of start a conversation. And again, he could say no to any of them to,
sure,
I am okay with this one and this one. Like it could have been anything. You know, it was Yeah, it was just, hey, this was where I thought, the topics could start from. So,
and I didn't make it clear, but we weren't saying that like you had to be on his channel either. You created a channel so that it could be just the two of you on your channel, so that you weren't presumptive like you need to platform me. But you also offered my channel, or it could be on his channel. It could be simulcast, or if he wants like a moderator. I think you like gave him every possible option.
Every option.
I don't have to be involved. I think I cut that part out where we explained that, but yeah, I don't have to be involved in this at all. If he doesn't trust me, which is fine, fair enough.
I was super nice about it, but I think it's funny too to note that he says, when I read the questions, I was like, wow, these are good, these are generic, but this is too good to be true. These are great.
There's got to be something up with this. Yeah.
It's fucking shameful.
If he thinks they're redundant or no need for any of them, cool. Or he just doesn't like them. But he agreed to them.
Yeah, so he says, let me put more thought into this and I'll get back to you. Thanks for the comprehensive list here. And I said, you're welcome. Let me know if you need anything from me. And he said, just so you know, I think all these topics are fine. I'll be clear to schedule something in the next couple of weeks for maybe the start of July, if that's cool. And I said, hey, a bit of a night owl, I see. Because, he texted me very late.
Yeah, it's like 3:30 a.m. So
yeah, and I said first, second week of July would be excellent because I'm gonna have a free house. My girlfriend's going to visit family in San Diego, and be a perfect time to speak.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
So because I'm not a piece of human garbage, I assumed that this was all done with the best intention. Maybe there is another side to Patrick that isn't just him using comedy as a shield to say nasty shit about gay and trans people.
What the fuck? I say nasty shit about everybody.
But he won't say when or where you've ever said it, just that you're doing this.
And yeah,
just like he's going to say the same type of shit about me.
I never like specifically like, you can't say that. Like, because that's implying that like he uses jokes for hate speech. I do fucking not.
Does. Not only that, but Gray is pedantic at times, but also times general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just these like stupid, like, okay, actually bring a receipt of when we've done anything. We're bringing all the receipts of everything that you guys have done. Bring something that we've done. I don't know. You just make these claims, but don't ever back it with anything. I've never noticed Patrick do that. Point it out once.
Maybe there's another side to him. Maybe there's another side to Gray than sitting around being pedantic when it favors his argument instead of being general when it favors, someone else's argument.
The closest thing that they have is when Ed was like, every comedian in the 90s is claiming that they're canceled just because they're bad at comedy now and they're out of touch. It's like, who's saying that?
Yeah.
That was me trying to find out, like, okay, that's not my experience with any of these 90s comedians. I see a lot of them still successful. Who's saying that and when? I've never heard this before. But
maybe that's possible. However, I thought it was in my best interest as somebody who has been a target of these attacks from these guys. I've been, as somebody who's part of a marginalized community, to say, hey, maybe I should get a second set of eyes on these questions. Maybe I should have someone sort of, from my podcast who's most certainly going to be part of the topic of conversation when I go on stream with these guys. Maybe I should have them look at these questions to see if there's anything in here that I am missing. Maybe I'm overlooking something. I'm probably not because I'm very street smart. But
so street smart. When I look at a guy with his dyed beard and fake glasses that match the beard, I genuinely think that dude, street smart.
Yeah, he looks like he went to...
Definitely not going to get mugged in an alley.
He looks like he went to fucking Spirit Halloween and picked out, like, hip 14-year-old boy from Future. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, you're a grown-ass man. Fucking put some real clothes on. I'd be willing to bet serious money he has nothing with a button. Like, not a single fucking... And if it does have a button, it's probably covered in, like, comic books or something fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm all for... You want to read... I don't like comics, but you want to read them? You go fucking right ahead. But Jesus Christ, be a man for Christ's sake.
I don't know if these guys have that option, but identify.
Fucking, he's like a child.
But maybe there is something in here that I'm missing. So I said, hey, you guys, my podcast partners, will you take a look at these questions and tell me if there's anything in here that looks really fucked up? Because maybe I'm missing something. Probably very similarly how Patrick was sharing all the details of his DMs with me with his podcast partner.
I didn't.
No, not at all. I have seen 4 DMs that you've had with him, and that's the only 4 that you've ever released, and it was those 4 that we just looked at on the screen. You put that in a tweet, and we'll talk about that in just a second when he makes some more accusations. But, yeah, that's the only 4 that I've ever known, and it happened after the fact. The only thing that I knew is you said, yeah, I have these questions. I don't know. Do you think any of these could be taken the wrong way? You gave them to me, and I was like, no, I think this is really good. That's the closest I know to anything other than you said you'd kind of talk to him and he said, yeah, I'd be down for the conversation. You sent him the questions and you said, hey, he was actually favorable to him. I think this is going to happen. It's like, oh, I didn't think so, but I have little faith. So, okay, man, that's really awesome. That's as much as I knew that anything was going on until I saw Dane reading them on his stream, which, was a little disconcerting for me. But, again, he doesn't have problems reading other people's DMs on streams, apparently. That's just kind of a thing he does. It's a pattern.
Well, they
I've
were
noticed.
general. The questions were very general.
Oh, no, but they were given to him through a DM. So I'm sorry. That's just yet another pattern
and can we just
of reading DMs on a live
Can we
stream.
just not pretend for like a second here that it wasn't? It was just fucking spite. It was spite work. Like that's all it was. It was Dane being spiteful to you and I, and fucking this thing up, and Eric being a fucking pussy. And I'm not saying like pussy like, oh, he didn't want to talk to me. I'm saying not being not having the balls to stand up for what he thought was right. Because I know Eric thought this shit was right, and at least in the beginning. Yeah. And then he got scared. I don't think scared of. Again, I don't think Eric is scared to talk to me. I think Eric might be afraid to actually have to talk and not just be like, I'm the gay guy who's angry because everybody hates me and everyone wants to kill me. Like, no, nobody gives a shit like that. We just want to talk to you because, like, I wanted to talk to you because you're so pissed off all the time. And I'm like, it's unnecessary. And
yeah,
I was going to try to explain that whole fucking thing to you. That's what the whole goddamn conversation, that's what motivated me. But you had to allow it. You had to allow Dane to fuck it up. Someone's in the kitchen. Fuck you over. Yeah. The Dane is the bad apple. All roads lead back to Dane. The bad apple that spoils the bunch.
Gray Poupet. It's probably something we both did. Then after I shared the questions, it was sort of put out there that, yeah, these look a little sketchy. The questions look a little weird. They could be used in a insidious way. They may be harmless, but based on track record and patterns of behavior.
And where does it start? Exactly. Where does the pattern start?
Yeah. How many times? Is it like 3? Is it like 10? What?
How do you know that these people are this and that? And it's like, you just have to look at the patterns and kind of take a bit more bird's eye view, because they want us to look at example after example, because they can argue against each example. They can have an excuse for each singular example, right? But you look at the pattern of content and it tells a story.
Yeah, no. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, when I said chunky monkey talking about fucking Eric July, and it was not in any way, shape, or form. Not only was it like not me commenting on anything, like I realized immediately that I was like, that was a stupid thing to say, because it wasn't about his race at all. It was about his weight. And then immediately Chuds are the ones that are saying that I was, you know what I'm saying? And like, not a single leftist or progressive person or anti-racist, and I have plenty of them in my audience. A good chunk of my audience is made up of them. None of them had any fucking, everybody knew that it was bullshit for them to be acting like I'd said that as a racial comment. Not only that, but it's not a racial comment. You know what I mean? Like, you can Google it. There's no, chunky monkey is not a fucking thing that has any, it's never been said about race. Anyway, it's like, you just have to look at the patterns and kind of take a bit more bird's eye view, because they want us to look at example after example, because they can argue against each example.
It's probably most likely that I would be put in a position to answer questions in a way that was not going to come across favorably for me. So I had to think about it, decide whether I wanted to do it or not do it. Close to the end of the month, Dane asked me if he cared if I used the questions. The truth be told, the questions are...
This is what enlightened centrism gets you. And I don't know if... so I was going to ask you, by the way, we're supposed to, on the Force Diversity podcast, cover enlightened centrism before long. And I was going to ask your permission to use, those questions that you were sent. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't figure you'd mind, but like, that's just such a perfect example of bad faith, fucking enlightened centrism, bullshit. Just... starting on a false premise, and then like, there's nowhere to go but in their favor if somebody was to take that seriously. But yeah, it's a lot.
The questions. The truth be told, the questions are generic. I don't give a fuck if you talk about them or not. However, I didn't know if he wanted to use them on a video for him or if he wanted to do them on a podcast. I had no idea what the intention with the questions were, and it doesn't really matter because they were fucking generic questions. I will die on that hill. The questions were not specific or unique. They were very generic.
They sent DJ these questions as like a, look, this is a conversation we want to have, and DJ is too smart for this.
Oh, he's so smart.
I just figured it might be.
Anyway, so Dane used them on one of his podcasts. I was working, so I was not present at that podcast. I wake up the next day, all of my DMs with Patrick are completely posted, or at least the majority of them are completely posted publicly on Twitter. They're shared with accounts like, I think it was Fandom Initiative, Taking L, some other stupid accounts, maybe Rippaverse Goalposts, a bunch of those stupid like hate accounts.
There's a way to prove exactly who is linked onto that. If only there was a way. Oh, that's right. You sent it just to me, and it is posted to Twitter so everyone can see it, but I was the only one tagged in it. So I decided, this isn't fucking right. We should also tag Dane, which is the initiative posting cells, and DJ Eric, because I thought both of them were extremely bad faith in what they did with these questions that you sent to
I
them.
wasn't really sure how Twitter worked at this point, so that was about as far as I was willing to go. I figured it.
Well, you see, I have, this thing where I like to tag the people I'm talking shit on. It is what got Charles to want to talk to us. I apparently tagged him too much, but hey, it led to good things.
Let's all just take let's just all take a look at all of the DMs. All of the DMs. That's it. Right there. Everybody take a look. That's what he's that lying motherfucker. This is the kind of shit that he lies about. That's the DMs he's referring to that were all released. Fucking bullshit. Like, get out of here. See, you can't do things like that. You can't say, like, because this is what happens, right? Like, people like Eric do shit like this, and then somebody's gonna like come along like like that Nathaniel guy, and then I have to stand here and question it. Like, is that guy even fucking real? Because I don't know if this guy's telling the truth ever. Like, don't fucking lie about shit like this. Like, it was an easy goddamn situation, easy conversation. Just fucking, you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Fucking asshole.
It seems simple, but whatever.
Yeah, it's got to be a big fucking thing because it's stupid Dane had to get involved in it. And he's got to make a jerk off out of us because we were trying to do something nice.
Getting tagged in those without ever contacting me to ask me what actually happened. Immediately trying to smear my name, immediately trying to make me a target of being attacked without even finding out what went down.
Why the fuck
should I? You should have contacted him first. Did he contact you when he said, "Hey, my friend's going to use those questions on this live stream and mock you with two other"?
He didn't have to question. He didn't have to ask me because I heard him say it. It's on the fucking stream the day two before. I knew it was coming.
No, it's really shitty. But like, he doesn't hold himself to that same thing. Like, maybe I should have given Patrick some sort of heads up that I gave his DM to my friend and he's going to read it on the stream. But no, instead of posting those DMs that say, "Hey, he's a fucking snake. Here's what he was saying to me. Here's what happened." Instead, you're supposed to reach out to him and be like, "Why did this happen?
Yeah.
I don't understand."
And
fuck Eric. I just hate his standards.
He's a piece of shit. Like, and I didn't even have to like reveal anything personal about Eric to get my point across. Just like to point that out.
He revealed it himself. Yeah, but whatever. Just DJ Eric.
He's a punk.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Immediately trying to. I reached out to Patrick. We had a conversation about it. I took full accountability for sharing the questions. I left a very long message explaining why I didn't think it was good for us to move forward because neither of us were going into this with the best intentions. Obviously, at this point, I would be going in with issues. He would be going in with the issues. I thought it was a moot point by then to move forward with any kind of a stream with them. I was the last person to write. I never heard back from Gray. I never heard back from Patrick.
I was always
Patrick had such bad intentions.
Always.
Yeah, Patrick has done so much evil. The fact that he's like, "Hey, here's what this guy said in the DMs, and here's what happened."
But he's a troll.
That's so much bad faith.
But he's a troll.
That is so much bad faith. Whether it was before or after, that doesn't matter. Just Patrick leaked DMs. It's like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I know.
I've never talked to this motherfucker once, and I'm not going to.
No.
Fuck DJ Eric. I don't trust him. He is a fucking snake.
Yeah.
Literally.
He did reach out to me in a DM after he saw my tweet, and I basically said what I said. Like, you're an asshole for doing that, and I hope you're happy with yourself because this is counterintuitive to what we're all trying, or supposedly what they're trying to do, and definitely what I'm trying to do. So he reached out to me, and he's upset that I let that small, tiny, teeny snippet of the DM out, but he wrote me, and I'm going to read his entire fucking DM now. So he sends me, "Okay, a couple things here. I understand why you were pissed off, and I acknowledge that. I can't really do anything about how you feel, so I guess all I can do is respect that. I also don't like sharing private conversations with people without a two-party consent, or something dangerous like a threat, etc. I don't know. So my refusal to go into any detail with you about other people's chats, I would extend to anyone I talk with privately about any subject. With that being said, the only thing I shared with the podcast were the topics, which I didn't feel were in violation of our chat. They were topics that I wanted to not only share in good faith podcast folks, so they knew what I was doing, what I was going to be discussing, and it was also an effort to get a second opinion on those topics. So he got this opinion and he thought topics were great. Either way, anything outside of those topics, our chats here in DMs were kept between us. So they privately share anything personal. And I will again take responsibility for sharing the topics, but I will not take responsibility for how they ended up on a stream I wasn't part of. Still, as of right now.
He'll take zero responsibility for somebody asking him, like, hey, can I use those? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not his responsibility at all. That was just all Dane.
Take no responsibility whatsoever for any of the things that
you
would
can't
be
say
responsible.
no to Dane. Have you ever imagined saying no to Dane? Do you know how cranky he gets?
As of right now, I'm still determining the things in regard to that. So what I will say, looking back on this, how this happened over the last couple of days, there's something that struck me odd. And maybe it was a moment of being upset, quote unquote, on your part. Because I kept saying I'm upset, not pissed off. Is how quickly you were willing to share the DMs between us publicly on Twitter in an effort to sort of come after me before actually and asking me about the incident. Although nothing in those messages is anything I would simply not admit to, you didn't even give me a chance to respond to this situation before you were ready to out me to the public. So with this in mind, know if I'm comfortable moving forward with our questions at this time. After sleeping on it, and after sleeping on it, you and I spoke about how we both feel this is important to have this stream. But then I was made a target with private conversations without any direct messages to allow me a chance to try to fix things. He says, had I lied to you directly or denied any of our interactions, I can understand it. But you did that immediately without knowing what happened. I think you also assume I'm lying about something because I won't go into personal details about conversations I had with other people. I would like to think you wouldn't want me to talk to other people about things we've discussed without consent. Again, I think general topics are fair game as I presented them in the effort to notify my podcast partners on what we would be talking about. Nothing personal was included. As adults, I cannot control what other people do, but I can control what I do here. And I think it's pretty obvious that I don't feel comfortable right now moving forward. I'm certain you probably have some misgivings about the chat because of what happened with Dane, and I respect that. I also respect your feelings about it, and I understand why you were upset. I just wish you would have contacted me first, because now I am stuck in a position where I don't feel I could go into this with good faith. And I don't want to waste your time. Good luck with your future projects, and maybe eventually we can have a chat.
They're generic. The questions are generic. They're generically designed to trick me into saying bad things about gays. Like, are they generic?
Well, that's the trick. That's why they're so generic that they're going to trick me.
Yeah, are they generic or are they designed? Like, what the fuck?
I've only trained for curveballs. I can't handle this straight away.
Seriously.
Eventually, we went on to just never speak again, not even in comments or anything along those lines. Anytime I've been asked about the questions, and anytime I've been, it's been offered up to me to debate them or whatever, I don't want to talk about them. I don't think it's really an important thing. I took accountability for it. I've said it several times that yes, I shared the questions because I felt like I could be put in a position to be basically attacked by two people on a stream based on what they've been doing to us all along. And I don't feel bad about that, but I do take responsibility for doing that. That is exactly what happened. That is exactly how it went down from beginning to end. And now I have continuously heard for months about these fucking questions when we all know that those guys also engaged in fucked up shit. Whether it happened before or after the questions, the proof...
It doesn't matter when it happened. You don't understand. Yeah. Like, retaliation, just attacking somebody, it doesn't matter. Instigation, retaliation, it's all the same. It's bad, okay? So you understand. They're bad.
Yeah.
No, you guys were assholes. Patrick only ever leaked your DMs to show how much of an asshole you were. That isn't him leaking something so now you don't trust the conversation. He showed you exactly what you did. He showed everybody. Yeah. And that was enough for you to be like, oh, I'm out. I don't know. It just seems really...
Yeah, it was like you made up a big...
What would you say? No morals?
Yeah, like total fucking lack of integrity. You made up a massive lie about me. You painted a narrative about me. And I showed that you were fucking lying. And I didn't show all the DMs. I showed a tiny, tiny part. And then I read your big fucking bullshit fucking half-wit apology. Like, it wasn't even like an attempt.
There was no apology in there.
No, it was...
That wasn't taking accountability for anything. That was acknowledging that you feel. That wasn't saying like, it pisses me off because I did actually send Bob an apology after I talked to him.
Same.
And you know what? What the fuck? I don't mind reading this, but here's how you would actually take like accountability for something that even if you don't agree with him. So my email to Bob was, hey, Bob, Charles helped me see what I was doing from a different point of view. I claimed I was against tribalism, but strongly fell into an us versus them mindset. I think on top of that, I lumped all of you guys together as one cohesive unit that all shared the same views and values. That was really shitty of me. I'm sorry for doing that. I have been running over our conversation since you popped up in our chat. I can see how I could have come off as bad faith to you. And I think I did bring some of what Dane was saying about patterns and put that on you to justify in our conversation. I'm sorry for doing that. I do wish that our conversation had gone differently. I think we both had different assumptions going into that conversation. It was my first online conversation, and looking back, I think I went into it pretty gung-ho. I did not match your energy. I think we could have had a much more productive conversation, and I'm sorry that it went the way that it did. Thanks for hearing me out. Now, that's not me like lying about a bunch of different shit, but I am taking accountability for it. I think there's a complete difference between the apology that I offered up for Bob for no reason.
Yeah.
I just saw him talking to Charles, and I was like, you know, I guess I could see it from his point of view. So I tried to put myself in that point of view. And, you know, I do think that conversation went really poorly, and that could have been handled better. None of those words were lies, but I think that was actually taking some accountability for what I did. I don't see any of that in what Eric is doing. I don't see any of that in what Bob did. I don't know. I don't understand these guys.
Proof is there that they did not have good intentions. So that's it. Fuck Grey Poupet. Fuck Patrick. Fuck Ripaverse Goalposts. Fuck all the chuds out there that have anything to say. I will not speak on this ever again.
You never spoke on it in the first place.
Never again.
When you didn't get to talk, nobody wanted you answering questions. Your boss said no. You got kicked.
That's right. It is that magical time. And we've skipped it for a couple of weeks. I've felt kind of bad about it, to tell you the truth. But, you know, the mailbag has been swelling, if you will. The sack is full. So I thought I would just grab one of these off the top of the sack there.
Just release it.
So, again, we are the Chuds. If you have a question, we have an answer. Make sure to, you know, email a question to askachud@gmail.com. You know, we're taking it back. You might know it as cannibalistic humanoid underdwellers, but that's not even close to being correct. It's a creative, helpful, unifying, and determined individual. That's what a chud is. So, you know, if you feel like you have a question that needs to be answered, please send it to us. We'd love to answer your questions. So this one comes to us today. It says, hey there, horseradish and starter jacket. I think I get where they're going with that.
Yeah, I like that.
I know the guys you cover have more issues than a magazine subscription, but what's your issue with those guys? Rumor has it you're wrapping it up like a sandwich at a picnic. Any truth to that, or is this just another half-baked rumor? Signed, Not Dane. Well, Not Dane, you'll be happy to hear that we are actually wrapping up the coverage, or, you know, maybe you won't be happy to hear that, but, yeah, we are really done with this. We figured kind of, you know, for ethical reasons, we can't be responsible for the downfall of a man. And, you know, we're kind of watching somebody, I don't know, burn out, spin out,
implode,
whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it seems really bad. But yeah, let me, well, would you want to start with your issues, or you want me to go right ahead?
I don't know. You want me to do all of them, or are we going to do one at a time?
How about you go, and then I'll go.
Okay. Yours is probably going to be longer than mine. So, I just want to...
Usually the case.
I want to address... as many of the members of the Fandom Initiative as possible here. So I gotta...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I got a little list going. So, Turf. I know you haven't gotten a lot of attention from me, or from us, for that matter, and I'm sorry that we neglected you all this time, and I just really have one thing to say to you. Run. That
is
fucking
awesome.
Run, man. You don't need this. You're a good kid.
I did not know you were going that direction, but that is sound advice, I'd say.
Just get out.
Advice.
Yeah.
Necessary.
Get out. Take it from an older man here. Get out of there. Like, it's not a good situation, and you're only going to be brought down by it. And you seem like a good kid, and you seem like, you know, you're intelligent. So save yourself before it's too late. Maybe there's something lost in translation. You don't see it because, you know, you're fucking Dutch or something. But whatever it is.
He's one of the good Danes.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones. We like Turf. He's a good looking boy. So Bob, Bob, I've defended you up and down, buddy. I have come to bat for you over and over again, whether it be content or the stuff about you're being a single dad. I've come to bat for you, but you really, I lost every ounce of respect that I have for you when I saw the way that you treated your friend. The way you treated Charles was just, it was fucking gross. And if that's how you treat your friends, man, I wouldn't want to see how you treat your enemies. And as far as you just wanting to dismiss me all the time, oh, he's a troll. He's a troll. I guess troll, you know, just to clarify, is somebody who questions what the fuck you're saying, because you're saying nonsense. So
no, you can't have that. You can't have somebody question.
So if that's a troll, then you know what? Everybody that's come in contact with you is a fucking troll. And you're a troll too, for that matter, because you do the same fucking thing to everybody. Let's see, who am I on here now? Morgan. Dear sweet Morgan.
Sweet Morgan.
I want to clarify some things for you as a cis person. I did not cyberstalk you. I did click on your YouTube to see if you had any videos or anything. I wanted to see, like, really what you were about. Probably the same thing you did to us. That's the extent of it. I don't give a fuck about you. I've never given a fuck about you. Like, to think that anything beyond the few words that I said about you on the stream, to think that I would think about you beyond that is just fucking insanity. You're kind of an asshole. You're really not a nice person. You're dismissive. Kind of. Yeah, you're a jerk, for a lack of better words. And I heard a lot of talk about how I use hate speech towards you, and how I'm cyber stalking you, and I'm, you know, as a trans person, I did this to you. And, you know, you offered up these receipts, and, you know, you said you'd give the receipts, you said you show the receipts, and then you produced no receipts. And if you don't produce a receipt, then we have to conclude that there was no transaction here. So if there's one thing I can't put up with, it's not having any transaction. Because I'm a friend to the trans community. I love
anyone
the trans
that has
community.
looked at your Twitter knows that you are looking for transaction.
Yeah, and look at if you and your buddies there want to look into that you'll find that 99% of the time it's me defending trans people. So go fuck yourself as a trans person. I don't give a fuck about you. Seriously, Jesus. As a little side note, Ed, you're a fucking moron. That's just about all I got to say about Ed. You're literally too fucking stupid to even waste the goddamn time on to ever want to have a conversation with. It took me like a couple streams to figure that out, and watching Tiamat handle you was quite a help in that. And then finally we get to the man, the myth, the legend, Dane, white man, the white savior, man. I just hope you understand. There's no conspiracy. There's no payments behind the scene. There's no private investigators. I don't know your kids. I don't know why you would automatically think I thought I knew people, and the first thing they would think about you was you were a groomer. That's kind of telling, but
it is kind of a tell.
I don't know fucking anybody that knows you. I don't care enough to know people who know you. But what I did want to do here, this whole experiment for me, this whole thing that really turned into a situation where I made a bunch of friends, and thank you for Charles, by the way. I wanted to hold you, accountable for once, and show you that you can't just do this to people, and there's going to be consequences for your actions. And when we step out of this, there's going to be a void. And someone will fill it if you continue your behavior. There'll be another Starfish, there'll be another Mustard, and they'll fucking take you down over and over and over again. You need to change your ways. You need to get off of this fucking platform for a while, get some therapy. I don't know what the fuck you need to do. But to actually think that Gray and I would put any effort beyond Sunday afternoon, a couple hours fucking around, joking, at the dumb shit you guys have said about us. It's just madness. You're a really bad guy. You're like, I've called you the bad apple. You've spoiled the bunch, and you can see it that this whole thing of yours is coming apart. And maybe you can save it if you change your behavior, but I fucking doubt you can. So that's it, Dane. You got what you wanted here. I got what I wanted. I'm not going to bring your name up again. I don't care if you talk about me more. I'm done with you. You're no longer worth my time. So, having said that, I give my farewell to the initiative, and I wish certain members well, but mainly, Eric, Morgan, Dane, and Bob, you guys can all go fuck yourselves. And that's all I got for you.
You're here. I've actually got similar sentiments. I also didn't bother really giving anything to Turf. He's a nice kid or whatever. I got nothing
He is
against
a nice
Turf.
kid.
I disagree with him, but he does not have the same standards as these other guys.
No.
So yeah, really, I just have issues with Dane, Bob, DJ, Airwick, and Morgan. So yeah, my main issue with Dane, I guess I'll start most egregious to least egregious. So most egregious would be Dane. So yeah, I'll go ahead and start with Dane. My issues are the double standards and the lack of self-awareness. You will not explain your pattern standard, yet you will not hold it up to yourself or anyone else that's in your in-group. You just won't apply that pattern to the in-group. You're hypercritical of others, but you won't own up to any of your own mistakes. You're very antagonistic, yet indignant to anybody's questions. You're willing to dox, and you have done so on a regular basis. You use people's faces who wish to not be identified. You're extremely emotionally demanding, but you lack empathy for others. You seem to be a bad listener who's really demanding to be heard. You say intentions don't matter, yet you mind read the intentions of others. And you use incorrect framing to say this is the only solution to this. This is the only possibility. Dane, you're becoming more increasingly paranoid every single day. And, we just wanted people to see all of this. And I think we have made it very visible. So that's all I have to say to you. Bob, you really don't listen to people. You have a straw man problem where you really don't seem to be able to actually listen to what somebody is saying and then repeat it back. You have to change it. You mind read them, assume their intentions, while at the same time claiming that intentions don't matter. You seem to have a problem telling the truth, Bob. You really should be ashamed of the way that you treated Charles, your professed friend. It was really sickening, and it really just proves that you are actually Dane's puppet. That entire stream is a travesty. You really should be ashamed of yourself. It is obvious why you hid that, but my God, man, Charles deserves so much better. DJ Airwick, you're just a fucking liar. You tell people what you think they want to hear. You accuse others of being cowards, yet you're just that. You have no honor. You put up a false front to hide your fear and insecurity, and you cannot take accountability for anything. You really seem to substitute your sexuality for your lack of personality. That's all I have to say about you, man. Just, again, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then Morgan. Cute little Morgan. You're way too eager to ride Dane's coattails. And you form very strong opinions with little to no information. You're guilty of everything you accuse others of. and you judge books by its cover. Again, you haven't watched any of our videos, but just the fact that you've seen yourself in the thumbnails, you know everything you need to know. You hold yourself above others, and you're very gullible to being misled by people like Dane. And that's exactly what you have been, is misled. Worst of all, you can't take a joke. But that isn't just to you. That is the entire initiative. Now that Charles has left, so has the sense of humor that these guys have. It's really just sad. And I think that was on full display the last few episodes, the last few weeks of their show. It really is just sad. I think it's really horrible the way that you guys treated Charles, and that you really treated the heart of that show and the only one that has a sense of humor in such a horrible way. But, I think it's too sad to keep talking about you guys. I think it would do Dane mental harm. I think he's already in a very dark place, and I don't want to be responsible for taking him to an even darker place. So we've decided to call it quits. But, I think our points have been proven, and these are the issues that we have with them. So thanks again, Not Dane. And sorry, the second part of your question, have we quit? Yes, yep. We are not covering these guys anymore, but we're not gone. We're still going to be around. Yeah. And that doesn't mean that we could never respond to these guys or whatever, should they not keep our names out of the mud. But we're not going to dedicate an entire thumbnail, an entire episode to them. They're not worth it. Again, these guys are low tier. They're not bosses. So, that's going to about wrap up our coverage of these guys.
I'll get you, Gordy.
All right, man. Cool. Is there anything else you want to say about this, or do you think you?
I think we're done.
We wanted to take a few moments to say goodbye to the bits that will never be, now that we are no longer covering the Fandom Initiative. Number 1, the power dynamics of the initiative. We were going to take a look at the power hierarchy inside the initiative. Number 2, fandom fragility. We were going to take a Robin DiAngelo-esque look at the Fandom Initiative. Number 3, conspiracy capers of the Fandom Initiative. They've made a lot of conspiracy theories and a lot of crazy claims. We were going to compile them. Number 4, Mott and Bailey Madness, the initiative. Again, they've made a lot of crazy claims and had to back it up to a safe position. We were going to analyze that. Number 5, Dane's dizzying dance with Kafka traps. Remember, if you deny his accusation, that's just proof of your guilt. Number 6, the Bad Faith Initiative. We were going to compile all the most bad faith claims that they have made into one spot. Number 7, Morality Malarkey, the moral intuition of the initiative. They only care about care harm. We were going to make that perfectly clear. Number 8, Elephant Extravaganza, no rider required. You're going to see who's really leading the initiative. Number 9, Empathy exclusively for the in-group. Dane's story. He's said it many times. He does not have empathy for his enemy. Number 10, When Comedy Meets the Humorless, a laughter challenge. It seems the Fandom Initiative is very challenged when it comes to laughing. Number 11, the initiative's TOS troubles. We speculate that perhaps their hidden streams are due to TOS violations. Number 12, Dane's paranoia on parade. He's made a lot of crazy claims, such as number 13, Big Beck's backing and bankrolling. He thinks we are actually funded by Glenn Beck. Number 14, the Fandom Initiative's libertarian lunacy. They seem to have a very limited grasp on libertarianism. We were going to put that on display. Number 15, Tribalism Tango, the initiative's bizarre ballet. We were going to show more of the tribalistic tendencies of the Fandom Initiative. Number 16, Grooming Gaffes. Dane doth protest too much. He seems to really object to these claims. Could there be a reason? Number 17, the Danestown Dilemma. There does seem to be an awful cultish aspect to the Fandom Initiative. Number 18, Laughing at Dane. Comedy versus the initiative. He is unintentionally funny. We were going to again display this. Number 19, Self-Diagnosis Specialist. Dane has diagnosed himself a lot. We were going to compile those claims. Number 20, Dane's Dance of Disinformation. He's made a lot of lies. We have compiled them. We were going to put them all into one episode. Number 21, Dubious Dane and the initiative's innuendos. They seem to make a lot of innuendos. We were going to compile those. Number 22, Dane's discordant duets. There's a lot of people who won't stream with Dane anymore. Number 23, the irony of the initiative. Are they really fans of anything? Number 24, Dane Unleashed. Bob let him loose. We are going to document just how bad Dane can be when unleashed. Number 25, the initiative's irreverent insights. They really have many wonderful, wonderful observations. We were going to collect all of those. And there were so many more. But again, as our coverage wraps up, we will say goodbye to these bits that will never be.
Actual fandom
can keep an audience enthralled. They were convinced that this man is God.
The more power he got, the darker the story got.
A YouTube original documentary series.
I loved it. And then I expected when I got off of the internet, I got home and got on the internet, that I was going to see a bunch of other people going, oh, Last Jedi is amazing. And that was not what I found.
He offered ambassadorship to a better fandom, but it came at a deadly cost.
Who are you talking to, you piece of shit? Fucking bitch, shut up. Fucking tiny dick motherfucker. I will talk all the shit all day long. I will fuck your mother. I will fuck your sister. I'll fuck your father too, because he wants to. All right? I will talk so much shit that you'll have shit coming out of your fucking grandfather's fucking urn, okay?
From executive producers Psycho Starfish and Sociopath Mustard.
If I met you in real life, I would fucking remove your head for being such a bigot fucking moron. Instead, I'm just going to block you.
Comes an unprecedented look at what turned Dane from an actual fan to a paranoid Philistine.
That really does get under my skin, because, like, and it's not because I'm offended. I've said this before. It's because I fucking hate that I have to share fucking planet with people like this.
Danestown, Terror of the Fandom. A 2-night special, no longer premiering on YouTube. Ladies, gentlemen, friends, fanboys, and those who have been blocked for simply disagreeing with or even questioning the Fandom Initiative, today we come together to remember the Fandom Initiative, a group of fans like no other. They may have left this earthly realm, but their memory lives on in the annals of YouTube history, or at least they would have if their entire YouTube history wasn't privated or put behind a paywall. These folks were truly one of a kind, and while we may not have always seen eye to eye, we can't deny their passionate dedication to a very particular cause. Eric July. Now, for those who may not know, Eric July is a respected voice in the comic book community, but our dear Fandom Initiative took their admiration to a whole new level, where some among the initiative have even dedicated years of their lives to studying the man and his work. While the rest of us debated the merits of superheroes and story arcs in books, movies, and shows, the initiative were diligently cataloging every word that ever escaped Eric July's lips. They were true connoisseurs of his wisdom, his wit, and of course, his many-spirited rants. In their eyes, they were the ambassadors of all things Eric July. They believed it was their sacred duty to spread his gospel far and wide. Even if it meant occasionally smothering conversations with his quotes and insights, they were like the unofficial Eric July fan club, whether he wanted one or not. While some might call them gatekeepers, they considered themselves ambassadors to the comic book realm. They had a special talent for turning any conversation, be it about Spider-Man or the X-Men, into a debate about the philosophies of Eric July. It was like having a mutant ability to shift any topic to their chosen hero. And let's not forget their knack for making accusations without evidence. Oh, how they love to play detective, weaving intricate theories about who's funded by whom without even a shred of proof. They were like Sherlock Holmeses of unsubstantiated claims, always ready to say, "Elementary, dear Watson," even when discussing the most convoluted of claims. But hey, we admired their creativity, even if it left us scratching our heads. But today, as we say goodbye to the Fandom Initiative, let's remember the moments of fandom camaraderie that we shared, even if they sometimes got sidetracked by their fervor for Eric July. They may have been a little quirky, but they were part of our colorful tapestry of fandom. So here's to the Fandom Initiative. They may have been the gatekeepers of their fandom, but they were also the key holders to some entertaining threats and accusations. Like when Dane threatened to grape and kill the Chatter's family, with the exception of their father, who wanted it, only to claim it was just a joke while calling others bigots for also just telling jokes. May they find a corner of the afterlife where Eric July's wisdom flows freely, where debates are spirited yet respectful, and where accusations come with an extra helping of evidence. Although they did not have a taste for that in this life, I trust they will see the value of it in the next one. Rest in peace, dear Fandom Initiative, and may you continue your passionate pursuits in the pages of eternity, wherever they may lead.